questions like that.
Hey, it's After Dark. It's a free Thanksgiving edition of After Dark. That wasn't the soundbite I wanted to play, though. I had one lined up, and I didn't have it in time, and I just panicked, and I hit the first one. But I was going to play this one because it's at the holidays.
But what stands before us is a miracle waiting to happen.
It's the holidays. It's the Thanksgiving miracle, Christmas miracle, all that shit.
I thought you had like a turkey trot or someone wearing a suit or something.
We got nothing. We got nothing that's thankful though.
Speaking of turkey, there we go. We got the.
There you go. You gotta get the turkey on there.
Yeah, we have anything? We got turkey.
Oh yeah, we
got turkey in there. All right. We got no sound bites that talk that relate to thankfulness though, do we? Nothing about being thankful. No. Nothing.
Well, we at least got to talk about what we're thankful for. This is the show.
All right. Well, let's do that. Let's go around the horn, as the old men call it, the horn. We'll go around the horn here. We'll talk about what we're thankful for. But we'll start with J-Mo. J-Mo, you're the most you're a dignitary here. You can go ahead and start it off. What are you most thankful for? And please keep it clean.
I'm thankful for my hot Asian wife. No, I'm kidding.
Mrs. J-Bone's Asian? I didn't know that.
No, she's not.
That'd be a trip if all of a sudden you tell me she's Japanese.
Oh yeah, she's like just like I'm 164th Italian. No. I'm thankful for just everyone that has surrounded me and lifted me up in every single different way over the course of the last couple of years, because it has not been easy. I know I'm being a little overly sentimental, but this is Thanksgiving, family, friends, podcast, personal, across the whole board, because this hasn't been easy. It hasn't been easy for a lot of us. That's beautiful, Trent.
It's a return.
You're gonna play. Is that the new HEMI release right there?
This is the emotional background music.
I was gonna say you better call Sammy. Bring Sammy back if that's your new HEMI gig.
Poor Sammy. He's useless to HEMI too now with the bad wheel. Fucking useless Callahan here, huh?
We will never be friends.
Yeah.
Jiminy Christmas.
All right, Bill. Besides all the front row seats, what are you thankful for?
Well, I am thankful for that. I'm thankful for the safe travels, the just getting back from Vegas. My arms are indeed tired, as they say. But
bro, come on.
He swam all the way, huh?
Oh, wow.
But
that's some Scott Hudson.
We got this guy again.
But no. It's been obviously, as Jay said, it's been a crazy. Now we're going on close to 2 years almost. But luckily, was able to stay safe, healthy during a lot of craziness. But thankful still was able to do a lot, as much as could be done, even when there wasn't anything. And obviously, I was able to join you guys on here. Like if it wasn't for everything that kind of went down, I probably wouldn't even be here with you guys. So that's been great to interact with you guys more. Obviously, I've known Trent for a while, but got to meet J-Bone and the rest of the folks here, everybody in the chat and on the forums and all that stuff. So definitely good to see everybody and get more of a rapport with everyone. So now that's been a positive to what's been crazy. So it's a good thing to be thankful for. But Trent, everyone wants to know what you're thankful for.
Listen, the only thing I'm thankful for, like it's been a good year. But the biggest thing I'm thankful for, I swear, I tell you right now, is that Kaylon is long gone from this show. That's the one thing I am most thankful for, is that Kaylon has left the show. I don't care how many people beg for him back, how many people always say, one day he'll be back. He is long gone. He gave the show here, and we took it to new heights without Kaylon. I am so glad that he is nowhere to be. I haven't heard from. There's something, but you know what? I'm just glad he's not a part of the show, and he's doing his own thing, and whatever the hell he does in his life, it doesn't matter to us. He's not on TNI anymore, and that's all that matters. What the fuck? What the hell?
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
What is this? Like the bad signal? What is this? Like the bad signal? What is
Wow.
this shit?
Trent, I give you this show on a silver platter, and that's the thanks I get. That's what you have. That's what you're thankful for on Thanksgiving. Fuck you.
The thankfulness is you gave it to me on a silver platter, and then I just gave it to Bill and J Bone as well.
You're not even on the show anymore? You
I'm
left
not
the
even-
show? I would never do that.
I do throwback only now. That's it. I only do throwback now. What the hell are you doing here, though?
No, it was Thanksgiving. I'm not going to miss Thanksgiving dinner.
What? Well, I guess. Critical Sting is totally what the fuck is going on. I guess we can ask you what you're thankful for, Kyle.
I'm thankful for the fact that I don't have any of you schmucks in my life anymore. That's what I'm thankful for. That's how, you know, I'm coming back on to say hello, and that's my introduction. Trent says he's thankful for my demise, my absence.
But speaking of demise, I got a story to tell everybody here. Speaking of demise,
Does this have to do with plummeting or something?
there is a plummeting of Kyle's genitalia.
Don't do that. Don't do that. That's not even what it was about. That's not. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Listen, Kalon. Listen, bro.
Jeez.
Listen. So, guys, I haven't heard from Kyle in I don't know months. Okay, Jessica Rabbit comes into his life, and it's been months. Okay, since I even get the hey, well, how you doing? What's new?
I fell in love, Trent. I got no time for podcasting.
I used to get the call sometimes. Hey, Chicago's a war zone. How you holding up, man? Are you all right? You know, what's new in your life? You know, hey, I'm like, yeah, good. It's good to hear from you, man. It's the OGs. You know, it's me. It's Kyle and Trent, man. It's the guys Impact Heads. You know, I joined on the Heads network back in the day. I usurped the show with you from the chef. You know, we kicked Chef to the curb. But you know,
So.
I don't even get the how you doing anymore. But I do get this. I'm working yesterday. I'm right here at my desk. I'm working.
Do that.
And my phone, an iPhone, it lights up.
Cut his mic. I don't have control anymore. Cut his mic.
Listen.
Trent, what are you doing?
I'm gonna read you the opening line.
He's lying.
The opening two lines of a text I got when my phone lit up. Okay, and this is a shoot, brother. This is a total shoot. Booked it. This is truly booked by Kalon. My phone lights up and I see Kyle. I said, "Whoa, it's Kyle!" And then I read the text, and the text says, "Do cock rings work?"
Well, you had mentioned cock rings on the show in the past. You know, about your dungeon with the all that. You told me you had cock rings, and I was curious.
Second line, serious question. So
What a serious question.
And then I go into a whole thing about how the ex loved them, but Nicole's not a fan of them. And he's like, well, no, it's not about the lady here.
The ex also loves the money you got to pay her every month.
Yeah.
Don't forget that. Forget that.
But then Kyle goes on to tell me it's not for her. I'm just trying to stiffen up Kyle Jr. a little bit and
What are you doing?
keep him motivated.
What are you doing that for?
And I go, listen, Kyle.
This is a wrestling show.
People want to know what you've been up to all night. All year, I should say. This is what you've been. Well, actually, you haven't been up to it. You're trying to get up to it. But anyway, listen.
I have seen that penis.
Not many have seen that penis because it ain't fucking working. Anyway, listen.
Why are you doing this to me?
Should I read the rest of it, Kyle?
You already did. You might as well. Yeah, you already did. You shot me twice in the chest. You might as well put one in my head too.
I'm loving this. I mean, I love you, Kyle, but I'm loving it.
Good to be back.
Then he goes on to tell me that
What a scumbag!
he got the prescription for the little blue pill.
I did.
And he said he tried feeding it to the. I said, God, no, you're supposed to. You have to swallow it.
No, but I don't need it.
you
Alex
don't feed
Rodriguez hit all those home runs with juice. You know,
I want my pizzles back.
I don't want a regular game of baseball. I want to hit it out of the park.
And then I tell him, I said, "Oh, this is for you. It's not for the ladies' pleasure." It's not. I said, "Oh yeah, you'll be fine. They keep you solid." And I ended it with, I recommended. I said, take your B complex vitamins too. They also help. I said, but I ended it with, stiff as a surfboard, baby, and he never replied to me after that.
Yeah, because I went to the store and got the B vitamin complex. Trent. I went to Vitamin Shop. Everything's half off right now.
You never told me. You never told me.
I was busy.
Busy, he says.
We are now officially sponsored by Blue Chew. This is we should be sponsored by Blue Chew. They sponsor all these wrestling podcasts because apparently wrestling fans have nothing but fucking performance problems, like nothing but erectile dysfunction across the wrestling fan community because it is all over the wrestling.
Blue Chew does work, by the way. I have it upstairs. It does work.
Is it a gum? Is it like a gum?
No, it's literally a little blue tablet and you just chew on it. That's it.
Yeah, it's like a gummy.
40 minutes later, no, it's a pill. It's a pill. You chew it.
Drilling through walls 40 minutes later.
Yeah, and I don't need it. Like I said, I don't need it. But, the greatest baseball players in the Hall of Fame, they juice to hit the ball out of the park. And I don't want to play a regular game of baseball, Trent. I'm going for the World Series. This isn't stickball, like J-Bone used to play.
Well, it's kind of like stickball. But listen, here's
actually, mine was more like wiffle ball back in the days.
Whoa, all right. Listen, Kyle, what people want to know is have you gotten to put this to use yet? Have you picked up the ring? Has the Blue Chew been in action?
It's been a bangorama. Has
it been a bangorama? That's what we want to know.
Well, yeah, I don't want us to get it thrown off YouTube here, but I'll tell you, the orama is definitely banged. But I don't appreciate you bringing this up on the show. That's not what we agreed to here. KL, come on, say hello to the old fans, talk about Thanksgiving. I did not for 1 second think you were going to come in here and talk about my penis. Trent, you're a scumbag.
Yeah, extra virgin olive oil.
And I see you didn't you got the hat on. Did you cut that hair? Did you cut that hair yet, Trent?
Bad hair, Dave.
Time to cut that hair, Trent.
Bad hair, Dave. I got the Warriors hat on, though. You should be happy about that.
I waxed, if anybody wants to.
Oh, J-Bone.
Nobody's asking you, J-Bone.
Kyle, you have someone that agrees with you.
That is not an appropriate question.
Hey,
you don't go for the family jewels like that live on the show.
Can we call Jessica Rabbit right now live on the air?
You're not doing that. We're not doing that, Trent.
Come on, Kyle. Can I get her on and ask her how the experience has been since the pills and the rings and the fucking and all that stuff's come into play? Can we find out from her?
We're gonna wake her up and ask her about my penis on a podcast. She's asleep, Trent. She's sleeping good. I'll tell you that.
Why is she sleeping? Oh, hey,
she's sleeping good. I'll tell you that.
Hey, all right. Listen, why is she already asleep? It's Thanksgiving.
I know that rap.
Hey, is she working tomorrow? What does she do what does she do besides worship you? What does she do?
So deep.
I'm enjoying my puppy love, Trent. You don't gotta ruin it. Some of our love lives are completely ruined and in the past. We're not hanging on. Some of us are happy. I'm thankful for that, Trent.
Mine's decimated, Kyle. We all know. Mine is a disaster. A walking disaster. It's like demolition.
I'm trying to stiffen up for Nurse Nicole. I'm coming to Ohio in December. I figure I'd take a stop over,
What are you doing? What are you doing in Ohio? What's going on in Ohio?
Going to a Machine Gun Kelly concert, Trent. I'll have
Look at this guy.
Have you know, in his hometown.
What a maniac.
End of the tour.
Is this the first time in the Midwest for you?
Hopefully not the last. I'll tell you that. I'm coming to see you, Trent. It's time. I want the chat to know. I want the chat to put it out there. Who do you think would win in a fight, me or Trent? Because I'm coming to visit you, and I think that there's this. It's been a long time coming, pal. It's been a long time coming.
Hey, listen, with all these pills you're taking, I hope you're a long time coming for your ladies' sake. Well, that's besides the point. All right. Listen, that's neither. But I digress. All right, listen. Look. You could probably, if you come at me stiff as a surfboard, I'm gonna back off. I'm gonna back off completely. I'm gonna give you the fight. I'm gonna throw the fight. But Kyle, what else has been going on in your life, man? Everybody wants to know what you've been up to. What's new?
Is Kyle okay?
Kyle's good. Kyle Jr. has seen some better days, but Kyle Sr. is doing great, doing fantastic. Just working, really, just living the American dream. Watching Impact Wrestling, of course.
Are you still watching?
Of course I still watch Impact Wrestling, Trent. I'm wearing a Total Nonstop Impact t-shirt that you can get at ProWrestlingTees.com. Any Thanksgiving deals we can plug here?
Oh, there's
J-Bone, what's the deal?
J-Bone,
what's the deal
let
going
them
on,
know. This is for sale on PWTees.com.
There is, PWTees has a whole thing going on right now. But also, I want to plug, actually, it would probably help if I actually put this in here because I'm a moron.
Look at these comments. They're all excited that you're back.
Nothing's changed.
Look at this irritable New Yorker, huh?
Hey, go fuck yourself, Critical Sting. How about that? How about that?
Lakers are saying that Marshall Mathers took out a fucking Machine Gun Kelly. What do you feel about that, huh?
That's he's expanded. He's moved on to rock and roll, baby. That's versatility. That's moving on. You
Kyle,
crush one thing, you go to the next.
You haven't met Courtney here. She has no idea who you are, but she's a big fan of TNI. She's a big retweeter. She's on it. She's listening to everything, but she has no idea who the fuck you are.
Yeah, I feel terrible for you, Courtney. You need to find other hobbies. I don't know what you're doing here.
J-Bone, what's the deal at Pro Wrestling Tees? Let the people know. We need some cash.
Actually, no, I got to go back to this.
You're screwing everything up.
See, nothing's changed. I thought he'd get it together in this past year. I haven't been on the show. I figured he'd be an animal by now. Nothing's changed.
Okay. Okay. So here's the Black Fridays thing we can talk about here for
Look
PWTs.
Let's get over here. All right, let's take a read over here. Verbalize it, J-Bone, because just in case people can't read. These are wrestling fans after all.
All right, 50% off wrestling DVDs. We don't have any DVDs.
We got DVDs.
45% off
Kyle.
barber shop window. Those are like the funny ha-ha tees. Yeah, funny ha-ha.
Funny ha-ha?
Funny ha-ha. 40% off Super Kicks high top shoes. Those are actually pretty snazzy.
Oh, let me run out and get my Young Bucks shoes right away.
Yeah,
oh, man. And I can just go and super kick people.
Yeah, you're not going to need any Blue Chew if you're wearing those, I'll tell you.
No, absolutely not. They'll just be throwing themselves at me, man.
You will get some if you get this 35% off decals and face masks. And 30% off unrivaled and unmatched figs. Oh God, there's Joe over there. Look
dear
out.
God.
So yeah, I know I'm stocking up this Christmas.
That guy definitely doesn't need Blue Chew, I'll tell you that.
Joe Doring.
That guy looks like he. Never mind.
We got 25% off
tripod.
AEW and New Japan shirts, and of course, we fall in the 20% off everything else. So, if you want to support
20%.
the PWT's account, get yourself a great T-shirt. No coupon needed. There's that one, but there's also this snazzy little bunch of deals right here.
Look at all this merchandising.
Merchandising. Come, I show you.
There's a TNI Christmas hat? Are you kidding me?
Yes.
That's a stocking stuffer.
Off everything. Black Friday sale, only November 26th. So, 2 days from now, Friday, 25% off. You got your little bears, your puppies, your thermal cups to hold your favorite holiday drink, your hoodies. Look
Eggnog.
Look at that hot blonde
like
with that TNI sweatshirt. Yeah, we got the.
Is that Nurse Nicole? You got her modeling?
No, not Nurse Nicole, but that's I think that's a little lady Bill met in Vegas.
Hey, settle down.
Threw a TNI hoodie on her or something.
We got a little bit of everything there. We got the Plummet Club gear.
Oh, Kyle, do you know about the Plummet Club stuff? We got to tell Kyle about Plummet
Club. I'm glad that I left because I'm not dealing with the copyright lawsuit when that comes in.
Oh, listen. You got to hear this, man. You got to hear this story. We got to tell Kyle about Plummet Club. So we had.
You turned my show into a Bullet Club show? Really?
No. Listen. This is great. We had a guy trolling every episode, right? Talking about how because we have a Patreon now,
it was Cody.
From what we can determine, it's Cody.
Oh,
Cody. He signed the last one as Cody, so we're like, oh, thanks, Cody.
So he would leave the comments and then he'd delete them like later in the day. Anyway, so he goes on these huge rants about how I can't believe you guys charge for material now. Oh my God, you must be hurting for money. You guys are plummeting. Oh, your lives are plummeting because you're charging for shows.
He was blowing the whistle on the TNI show.
Oh no, because we gave away some free shows like this one, like this.
Oh yeah, you guys are plummeting.
Yeah, and so I forget who did it. Someone sent us a Plummet Club thing, just like real quick, like the Bullet Club thing, different lettering, couple different symbols. I forget who did it, so my apologies. So then I'm like, that's beautiful. That's our next freaking T-shirt.
Yeah, that looks like a lawsuit. No,
no,
I have nothing to do with this show anymore. For when this gets played in the courtroom, I have nothing to do with this show
Falls
anymore.
under parody. We're good.
All right.
We're fine.
Yeah, it falls. Yeah, well, what he said. And so then I put my little fingers to do the walk-in. I looked up some artwork and got on my Photoshop ski, and next thing you know, we got the new Plummet Club gear. We got the hats, the hoodies, the tees.
You guys are plummeting.
Plummeting, baby.
Second I left the show, down the toilet.
Kyle's just waiting for a T&I version of the best T-shirt ever.
Yeah.
Right. And well, look, if you guys get a Blue Chew sponsorship, maybe I'll come back.
Hey, listen, Kyle. Is this wait, Bill? Can you play that soundbite again?
Story.
Can you play that soundbite one more time, please? Or real quick, just yeah.
All right, we'll give it. It's a quick soundbite, so
yeah. Hit it one more time here.
All right, one more time.
Yeah. Is that kind of what it's like now that you got the pills, Kyle? Is that kind of what's going on in the bedroom now? Are you experiencing that level of discharge?
You never hear it, Trent. I'm in the bakery business. We're only making cream pies around here, baby. We're shooting for Kyle Jr. My son will kick your ass.
Would you call your experiences phenomenal?
That's a good one. Real fun.
Yeah,
real fun.
Well, we do
stick
have...
to wrestling podcasting.
We have a wrestler's testimonial on this subject.
I can turn it on anytime, Pat. Come on, no problem.
Testimonial.
Pretty good.
I thought he said testicle. Oh, anyway.
That's pretty good.
That goes right along there with that testicular fortitude.
Oh,
hey,
that's tomorrow.
Oh, baby.
All right, Kyle.
Clearly, I don't have enough testosterone to enter the wrestling business.
No,
it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen.
You don't need that to be a manager.
Kyle, what? All right, listen. Kyle, give me your thoughts on Sbarro. I want to hear what you think about Sbarro. I've been watching this dude Kujin. You know about Kujin? I've been watching Kujin on fucking TikTok and not TikTok. I'm watching him on Instagram.
Trent, you sound so old. I was checking out the old app TikTok. It's the rage.
I don't have a TikTok. I got Instagram, but I'm glad Kujin is fucking great. He's this fucking son of a bitch New Yorker.
He's a good New Yorker. He's a good guy. I watch him every day. He's part of my daily routine.
Do you know Kujin? Have you met Kujin?
He's the voice of the people, Trent. I haven't met him, but I watch his videos quite often. And
I can't get enough. I can't get enough of Kujin's food reviews. Bill, I sent you guys the Sbarro one. You gotta watch Kujin. He starts every video off with his name. He just goes, Kujin. He's like, look at this spicy chicken sandwich I'm fucking eating over here. Look at this fucking thing. He just goes into a rant about it.
So he says his own name and then just starts talking.
He starts with his name on every video.
Because it sounds like I saw that video. It's a great video. It's all right.
It's brand awareness. You're supposed to say, tell us, what's your name?
Well,
let
me get to your question there, Trent, though. Sbarro's Pizza. Well, first and foremost, let me just say, none of you people know what real pizza's like. Bill, you've been in New York plenty of times. Trent, you've been in New York plenty of times. You guys probably had it, probably enjoyed it.
Oh, I love New York pizza.
That being said, New York pizza is the only pizza. Any other pizza is just imitation. Trent, in Chicago, you guys are eating casserole.
It's a casserole.
It's not
good
pizza.
Casserole.
It's a great casserole, but it ain't fucking pizza.
I'm sure it is a good casserole, but it's not a slice of the za.
I'll give you that.
Come to New York, we eat real pizza. Now, Sbarro's, that's garbage, Trent. That's garbage food.
J-Bone loves Sbarro.
Because he lives in Wisconsin. He lives in
Sbarro is gourmet pizza to J-Bone.
This guy will eat DiGiorno dog shit. He's from Wisconsin. He doesn't know what real pizza's like. I don't blame him. If I never had real pizza, I probably would enjoy Sbarro's too. I probably would.
I was raised on Sbarro's in the mall. I was raised on
we got to play the Kujin video. I got to pull it up while we're talking about this. Go ahead.
Careful there.
No copyright.
Hey, Bill, I saw Wrestle House is coming back. Hey, we could,
this Thursday. If you're free again,
Yeah.
That was the infamous "we got taken down" episode.
Within 30 seconds. Before I bought the Blue Chew, 30 seconds.
It's a 2-hour of Wrestle House, and we're going to do a review on that 2 hours of Wrestle House.
Well, don't use the theme song, Bill. Don't use the theme song.
Is the whole episode Wrestle House?
So hard, Kyle.
Oh, it slaps. And for anyone that doesn't know what we're discussing here,
slaps.
Me and Bill had this great idea to do a Wrestle House review, standalone, just break down Wrestle House. So we went live, and we started out the show with the theme song to Wrestle House, which apparently was a no-no in the YouTube algorithm, and we were pulled down instantly and hit with a copyright strike. Trent was not happy that morning. He was not happy.
That was hilarious.
Not happy, but
it was definitely a strike. It wasn't a strike.
Sabaro's Pizza. I'm surprised you guys are still active. All these copyright strikes later. I'm sure one comes up at least once a month. How many can you take? How many can you take before they leave?
We've gotten our fair share of warnings, but not the strikes.
All right.
At least they're clear of this.
They're like, hey, yeah, you can play this all you want, but you ain't getting.
But that's YouTube. That's the the DMCA, Kyle. I don't know if you've noticed in the world, even now on the Twitch.
No.
This stuff's all very. You got to watch out. If there's just music in the background of where you're at.
I've shut my brain off to all this. I have no idea what you're talking about. You guys aren't on Twitch anymore?
We're on Twitch. We're on Twitch. I got the Kujin video ready to go. Ready? I'm gonna play this. We're gonna play the Kujin Sabaro video. Okay, this is what insulted J-Bone very badly because he loves Sabaro.
Courtney in the chat loves Sabaro's Pizza. Guarantee she doesn't live in New York.
Oh my
Guaranteed.
God!
You might as
not real.
You might as well eat Elio's. You might as well.
Michael
eat
Scott loves.
Yeah.
Sabaros.
All right, listen. I'm gonna pull this up.
New York
pull this up
slice.
now.
All right.
Here we go. This is Kujin taking on Sabaro. Okay, here we go.
All right, look at this guy.
All right, where we at, Kujin?
Kujin, we're at an embarrassment of an establishment. Sabaros. The only thing Italian in there was me. This slice has so much fucking oil on it, George Bush is going to invade him. Forget about it. We're talking like -3 out of 5 Maroons. Complete and utter embarrassment. I can't even be shown here. I mean, but hey, it is what it is. New York, I'll give you fucking New York. You want New York? Go to any fucking pizzeria with a vowel on it, except for this joint. They don't even have the real Italian flag. Anyways, take care, brush your hair, eat some real pizza, huh? Don't be a shem.
Don't be a chef.
Don't be a chef.
I don't know anything about being a chef.
This guy's
Trent's a chef. I'm not a chef.
Triple H just rolled over in his grave. He's not even dead yet because of this guy's schnoz. Jiminy
I can't get enough of Kujin, dude. He's right. George Bush is gonna start a fucking war over all that grease on that pizza.
Jeez, let's not go there.
Kyle, I need you to find Kujin and take a picture with Kujin for the show.
Out here in the streets of New York, baby, anything can happen.
I think he's on the island, man. I think he's on LA. He's always going to some weird ass fucking restaurants out there and shit. I think he's on the island, man.
Yeah. We have a Sabaro's close to where I live, and I can tell you, I've never enjoyed that. Never ate that. Never partook.
So you have a Sabaro's not in the mall?
We have it. We have it in the mall. There's a mall.
In the mall. Okay.
Always in the mall.
Only in the mall.
Except this New York one here.
You got at least buy a slice, maybe a little garlic stick on the side, and then take a quick little video, tag me in it, and be like, let me know how it is.
J-Bone.
Dude, it'll change it'll rock your world better than Blue Chew.
Nah, I cannot listen. We've all had Sabaro in the mall. But definitely, I mean, I can't believe in New York City fucking Sabaro is surviving. I can't believe that.
The chain food's around. Those are for morons. There's a lot of morons around. Trent. Anywhere there's people, there's idiots, and idiots are going to eat there. But when you live in New York, there's no reason.
What are you saying?
No reason.
You know what I got, Kyle? You know what I got for my birthday? My sister sent me DeFara's pizza from Brooklyn. Oh. I got 2 frozen DeFara's pizza sent to me. They're in my freezer. I still haven't even eaten them because I hadn't had chance. I'm gonna have them this weekend.
A violation on you right there.
Well, I got they came in frozen. They were one of those like by mail.
That piece of wood, one of those pies should have been heated up the moment you got it.
Immediately. Here's what happened. I got 2 of them. My dad right away goes, I need to see what all the hype's about DeFara's. So you gotta save one of those till I come over to your place. And he hasn't been over. And then Nicole's like, well, I want to try one too. But then last time she came over, she already ate. And I'm like, what about this fucking pizza I got her? I'm dying to eat this fucking pizza. But I can't because everybody wants to have some with me. So I'm giving them through the weekend, and that's it. And then they're fucked. Then I'm eating my own pizza.
She wanted a slice of something else.
Yeah, she had just finished eating that 2.5 inches of kendo steak you got over there.
Listen, guy, I'm not the one asking about cock rings and Blue Chew.
I found out about cock rings from you. You told me you had them.
Did you?
And
Pick one up?
when I heard about it, I'm like, hey, maybe Trent can give me the scoop.
Did you pick one?
You
up?
guys swing?
I did. They sell them at CVS.
No way, really?
They sell them at CVS. right next to the Trojan vibrator I bought.
That's fantastic. Oh yeah, they do. They do.
They do.
They do. My ex loved them, man. They drove her fucking bonkers. Those guys, like she loved that shit. I didn't. She loved them. She made me buy a premium one. It was great.
This is After Dark, folks. I really hope there's no children listening. For the record,
premium.
Dude, she made me get like the nice one, like the $30 one. You know, fucking driving her wild. The neighbor still hates me to this day. It's great. I recommend them to the men in the audience.
Yeah, mine fell off. It's still stuck in there somewhere. I'm gonna have to go looking for that later.
We still talk. There's been not one bit of wrestling talk on this at all.
That's it. After dark.
Can we go back to pizza?
Pizza. Definitely not Sabaros. Though.
Yes, that is quite the intro.
Who the hell is that guy?
Bison brings on. Bison's been doing okay. So Bison's getting left
Bison's
and right.
Still around.
Yeah,
You guys
he's
get rid of him yet?
They've expanded, man. There's like 3 of them now on that show. There's like 3 fucking Brits on that show now.
Oh, Tea and Crumpets. The Tea and Crumpets hour.
But I tell you, he brings on like he'll get some names sometimes, but out of nowhere, it's like the British fucking invasion on that show, and he's bringing on these wrestlers, and he's giving all these guys some shine, some interview time, you know.
So he's interviewing independent talent
on
our Impact Wrestling channel.
Yes, he is.
Yes.
So Bison is making the stars. Really, he's breaking guys, and he's sending them up to Impact Wrestling. Is what you're telling me.
I gotta tell you, Bison's putting in the work, man. He's putting in the work.
He is. Yeah, he even had interview with someone from your neck of the woods there, that Morrissey guy.
Bison came to New York, and we had New York pizza together, me and Bison. So he's experienced.
Sadly, I missed that. I was gonna meet you there.
And he paid, didn't he? He paid, didn't he?
Hey, he bought me a drink. He wined and dined me, Trent. Of course I had to put out. This
is After Dark, but I do have to say, the drink happened with David Penzer in Vegas.
Oh, it did. All right. What did you drink? What did he drink?
Was it poolside?
No, it was not poolside. It was it was where everybody goes. So it went at the Vegas tapings at Sam's Town. It was TGI Fridays at the bar there. But we
passed the bar.
He said before he's a vodka guy. So vodka, I'm a vodka guy. So vodka club with lemon with me, and vodka Sprite for David Penzer. But no, it was good seeing Mr. Penzer, and had the drink there, chatted a bit. Nice. But since we were talking about it, I got to
now. Did you Bill? Did you buy him a drink, or did you have the celebrity pay? Kind of guy.
No. I got him a drink. That was one of the things I said. No. He said it here. I said, I'd get him a drink.
Bill looked at the bartender and said, "Separate checks, please." Separate checks, please.
Bill, did you get them all liquored up and say, all right, Penzer, I'm not recording any of this, but tell me, give me your thoughts. Give me your real, true thoughts on Scott D'Amore.
No. Come on.
Start shooting on Coach D'Amore here.
Oh my God, that'd be great. A drunk Penzer.
Let me tell you something. Coming down the aisle is that fucking Canadian prick.
Oh, great comment here from Bonus Baby. Got to check my browser. I thought I was on TNI, but I may be on Pornhub. After dark, baby. Anything can happen.
We should play the little Pornhub bass line. It's like the most
bass line.
Well, whatever that little intro is, they do. The little drum. It's not a bass. It's like a drum. It's like.
No, I don't watch Pornhub anymore, Trent.
I don't
watch any porn because the guys on there are like this. That's not good for my head, Trent.
It gives you something to strive for, pal. You take enough pills, you could be that too.
I'm not hitting with the Louisville Slugger, Trent.
Trent just sits there all day with his bottle going.
What the fuck is that bottle? Sanitizer?
Why do you have that next to the computer, you sick bastard?
Holy shit, Jay.
What is Jay doing in the middle of these podcasts? You never see his hands. I'm a New Yorker. I talk with my hands. You never see Jay's
Good
hands.
Lord. Speaking of selfish prick.
You're nothing but a selfish prick.
Lord Almighty.
Oh yeah.
All right, so what else going on, Kyle?
Kyle, how's the job going? Is that still going okay for you?
I mean, I'm a janitor. What do you want? I clean the floor. I clean the toilet. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Are there any have you had any Mary Kay Letourneau situations with a teacher at the school at all?
Don't do that. I'm not losing my job for the podcast. We're gonna cut it out.
Cut it out.
Are there any nice teachers who come on to the janitor and you're like, hey, listen, I'm spoken for.
That only happens on Pornhub, Trent. That doesn't happen.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
They tell me to clean the piss on the toilet. That's all they do. That's all they do.
There's a little puke in room 103. Thanks.
You want me to pull back the curtain? Tonight was a nightmare. They had turkey trot at the school today.
Turkey trot?
Which meant all the kids went outside dressed up like turkeys, and the ground was a little wet from the rain the day before. These little bastards trotted mud throughout the entire building. Every room covered in 2 layers of dirt. I spent the entire night mopping that up. It was horrible. It's terrible.
What a bunch of fucking lunatics.
Yeah, you know what? Working in a school, though, is the best kind of birth control you can have. I'll tell you that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
There you go.
See, J-Bone should have worked in a school. He went early. He got in this game early. And look at him now.
How's fatherhood doing? How's fatherhood doing for you, Jay?
J-Bone, I'll try to protect you here.
How the kiddos?
I'm bald. What do you think?
He's bald. No money. He's bald. He's angry all the time.
Well, that stepdaughter of yours sure likes the blue chew. I'll tell you that.
Oh my Lord Almighty!
It's been a while.
What's going on between you and my daughter?
It's been a while. All right. I get one once in a while.
Well, I know one thing. Kyle. She's coming over tomorrow. Thanksgiving Day. Well, it's tomorrow, not Thanksgiving, but tomorrow we're celebrating Thanksgiving. She's coming over for dinner tomorrow alone.
Yeah, alone.
Because
then she's hopping on a flight to New York, getting her turkey stuffed with gravy all over her face. Ow!
Pull my scarf.
Sorry.
How have you been, J-Bone? That's ridiculous. That is absolutely absurd. Like, yeah, I think you've gone completely off the fucking rails on that one. That one was, Kyle, you've said some shit to this man, but that was way beyond anything.
Too graphic, huh? I'm sorry.
Way too graphic. Way too graphic.
Usually dance on the line. I jumped over the line that time. I'm sorry.
Jay, how
cross the line?
DNA, he crossed the line.
Cross
the line. No, you know what, KL? I'd actually like it if you dated my stepdaughter. I'd actually appreciate that.
That means she's bringing some real doozies around, huh? Some real Prince Charmings are coming around. If you think I would be the good guy to date her, then
seriously, if you're saying I'd be honored if you dated my daughter, who the fuck has she been bringing around the house?
We're going to have to get ourselves tested after this.
Hey, I got health insurance, J-Bone, all right? I got Empire.
I tell you what. Let me just give you a hint, okay? This is like no one else is gonna see this, right? Okay. So he
not at all.
He knew about our family dinner going on with our little family and everything. He made other plans. So we're like, oh, okay.
You mean to tell me this guy who should be trying to impress you guys,
yes,
made other plans?
Yes.
With who? His family or friends?
We don't know.
Because if it's with his friends, fuck him. He's dead. He's done.
Oh.
He's done. Because Kyle wouldn't make other plans.
She's
never. I never miss an appointment.
She's I think she's searching.
Searching. Kyle!
I'm happily taken. I don't cheat anymore. I don't cheat anymore.
Kyle's plumbing's working now too. I mean, come on, Kyle. Like this is you're in now.
No, I can't.
You're actually functioning properly.
That's why it didn't work out the last time.
J-Bo, you were safe last time. He couldn't even wake himself up last time. This guy was walking backwards, fucking with his eyes closed. Come on, man. All right, Kyle. What else? Listen. We gotta call Jessica Rabbit now. Can you please give her a call?
All because you put your girl on the show doesn't mean I'm going to put mine on the show.
Mine doesn't come on.
That was your mistake.
She refused to come on the show anymore.
Oh, and there's Nicole's long gone.
She's over wrestling. she's done with it. But listen, we gotta call yours.
Yeah.
Because I need to ask her questions what it's like to date you. I need to. These are the things I got. I don't give a fuck what Moose is doing anymore. I need to know what it's like.
Oh, we know what Moose was doing. We know what he was doing.
Well, those days are over. I need to know what it's like to be on the other side of a relationship with Kaylon, and I got to get it straight from the rabbit's mouth. There, come on, man. Can you please give her a call, please?
It's 1:30 in the morning.
What is she doing tomorrow? She should be off. It's a holiday week. What is she doing?
I'll have you know she's working, and then we're getting together. And Trent, I'm a new man. I took her to a Harry Styles concert recently. We have romantic dates. We go on picnics. We watch romantic comedies together. Trent, I'm a new man.
What are you doing, man?
I'm a sweetheart. All right.
Yeah, this is horrible.
Who the fuck is Harry Styles? You know who that is
From One Direction. He's all the rage.
God.
It's all the rage.
Oh God.
I go on dates now, Trent. I'm a new man.
Dates. Do you pay, or did you guys split, or how does that
I pay
work?
for everything.
Everything?
Those Harry Styles tickets were $500 a pop.
Get the fuck out of here! Give me a break.
That's a hot ticket. Like that was a lot of celebrities in the crowd at his shows.
See, if you listen,
Well, if the plumbing wasn't working, I had to take her out. I had to give something here.
If you
we
paid
go to dinner every
$1,000,
night.
I'm gonna whoop your fucking ass if you paid $1,000.
Hey, reselling the tickets is a problem, Trent. It's a problem.
God.
KL, there's your first problem. You're listening to One Direction. The only direction your stuff is gonna go is like this. It ain't gonna go like this. He's listening to One Direction.
Harry Styles is an artist. He's an artist. It's good music, J-Bo. Not all of us listen to Rat and Winger. It's 2021. Harry Styles is all the rage.
Harry Styles sounds like a bad porno name.
You know nothing about Watermelon Sugar, I'll tell you that.
Oh, that's the Watermelon Sugar guy? That's him?
Yeah, I saw him live at Madison Square Garden, and we're going to see him again this Sunday at the UBS Arena.
I hate that fucking song, man.
In my ass.
Twice? You're paying? How much you pay to see them this time?
Another $1,000.
Where are you getting all this fucking money, man? You don't have this kind of money.
Where do you think all the YouTube payments have been going? I've been embezzling money out of the show. That's why the pay's been short lately.
We're seeing fucking. This is what.
Where do you think the PWT's money's going, Trent?
No, I'm here for a lot of money.
I gotta support my family. I gotta keep the women happy.
I can't believe it's $1,000 for 2 tickets to this shit.
Well, Trent, when you're simping, you're simping.
Yeah, I guess simping ain't easy.
Yeah.
Trent,
wow.
Now at least I know where all the money's going. Trent paid me like $5 a month ago. It's like, thanks a lot.
I go, here you go, Jay. Here's your cut.
Turn that frown upside down, my man.
All right, listen, Kyle. We gonna give her a call or not? I gotta verify this $1,000 tickets too, man.
It's 1:30 in the morning. I'm not doing that.
What does she do for a living? I don't know where does she work?
She's got working like we're not going that far. She's got working like 4 hours. Can't do that.
She works that early? 5 a.m. She's a hard-working lady, huh?
Yeah, we have a mismatched schedules.
That's
she works
news
mornings.
since you were here last time. Huh?
Who's Brian Fields?
Brian has become a financier of the show. Like he throws us these super stickers on YouTube every now and then. You know, a bunch of these guys do. They pay us these super stickers on YouTube. It's like tipping.
Super chat, super sticker.
Like the bits.
Yeah,
super chat. I think if KLN was more, we'd call it a super splat.
Super splat. All right, Kyle. When was the last time you had a hot dog? Let's hear the real stories here. When was the last time you had a hot dog?
What kind of hot dog are you talking about? The Boy Scouts was a long time ago, Trent.
Just a hot dog. When was the last time you had a hot dog? When was the last time you had a hot dog?
In my ass.
I enjoy a glizzy, a nice chili cheese glizzy. Thank you very much. The kids are calling them. Trent, you wouldn't know that.
The fuck is a glizzy?
I'm a glizzy gladiator. You wouldn't know anything about it.
Well, let's hear it.
That sounds like some Pornhub shit right there.
That is definitely some porn. A glizzy gladiator.
Google glizzy. That's a thing.
I mean, that sounds like some hardcore stuff right there.
What?
Hardcore country.
All right, here we go. Here's the definition of a glizzy gladiator. One who exemplifies the gobbling of glizzy to a gigantic degree. Used in a sentence, damn, Pops, you just get at that glizzy in one go? You're a goddamn glizzy gladiator.
That's right. The Hebrew Nationals are the Hebrew Hammers. They're the best.
Second definition, someone successful in sucking dick.
No. It's about eating hot dogs. Nothing sexual about it.
Used in a sentence, dude, my girlfriend just came over and let me tell you she is one glizzy gladiator. Okay, the third definition here. Let's see here. Oh, there's 4. So third definition. A glizzy destroyer, hot dog destroyer, slob gobbler, glizzy guzzler. That man, Joey Chestnut, is a real glizzy gladiator. He threw 3 of them at the same time. The next one, a slang term used to refer to someone who consumes abnormal amounts of glizzy.
Oh, Courtney, thank you.
Thank you, Courtney. She's loving the glizzy. Slang
That's
for
ballparks right there, baby.
Wait, listen to this, Kyle. This is probably the definition you're looking for. A slang term used to refer to someone who consumes an abnormal amount of glizzy. A slang term for sausage or a dish that consists of them. Used in a sentence, and I can say this because I'm the one with the tan here. Damn, nigga, that motherfucker at 7-Eleven be buying stocks of them glizzies, bruh. He's a glizzy gladiator.
Damn, bro.
So on like dollar hot dog night at the baseball game, that's when I become a glizzy gladiator. One night only.
Yes, and the last definition, Bill, is a hot dog destroyer, basically. Someone who is an expert at downing hot dogs in one bite.
I'm not a one biter. So that I'm are you a one biter? Are you saying that, guy?
Not the foot long. Not the foot long. Standard, yes.
Used in a
bun
sentence.
length dog.
Damn, Anna, you ate that hot dog fast as shit. You a glizzy gladiator.
There's a lot of undertones to this glizzy business.
It's real.
This is what the kids are all about.
I didn't make that up. That's real.
Referred to as a glizzy.
Good thing Violet's not here. She'd be offended.
Look at this. Good thing. Look at this shit. You guys are gonna. We're probably demonetized already.
Should have happened a long time ago.
We have not spoken about wrestling once. This is phenomenal.
This is
phenomenal. Hey, Courtney with $10, man. Courtney, my God.
Appreciate you.
You should just sub to the Patreon at $10. Why don't you just throw it at the Patreon, right? You would have gotten how many bonus shows at this point? Thank you, Courtney. That's for you, Kyle.
Kale loves a good glizzy, right?
Look at that glizzy glag. Is she a one biter? Is she a one biter? Because if she is, now I know why you're looking so hard.
We're not going to disrespect my woman on the show. I would never disrespect any of your ladies on the show.
Can you give her a call, please? This is my future sister-in-law here. I want to talk to her, man. Come on, let me talk to her. I want to get to know her a little bit.
I was forced to meet myself a new woman when you wouldn't hook me up with your hot cousin, Trent. How about that? You want to go there?
Hey, listen. I could have made.
Anyone wondering? This is a shoot. Trent's got some sexy ladies in his family. My God.
Kyle was all he
Daisy
started.
Dames.
He started Facebook stalking my cousins, and he's like, "Hey, man, you got some hot cousins, man." And he's like, "Hook it up." I was like, he started sending me links. Like, who's this?
Daisy dime pieces. I'll tell you. Beautiful woman in that family. My God.
Good shit. Good shit. What else, Kyle? What else going? How's mom and dad doing? How's the parents? How are they doing today?
I haven't moved out of the house yet, so they're not doing too good. I'm about 2 years away from 30. We're hanging on. We're hanging on.
Yeah, you're doing okay. Hey, watermelon sugar, right? It's all fucking watermelon sugar under the bridge.
Baby. Instead of paying rent, I'm buying $1,000 concert tickets. How about that?
I can't believe this.
Can you believe this though? This is a real thing in our society.
Yeah.
Concert tickets go on sale, and these resellers buy them up. And if you want to go to the concert, you're paying an arm and a leg. Trent, I'm eating tuna sandwiches for the next 6 months. I'm eating fluffernutters again.
Fluffernutters?
It's a fluffernutter.
Should I Urban Dictionary fluffernutter?
You don't know what a fluffernutter is?
It's
a wholesome childhood food right there. It's nothing dirty about it. It's fluffy
peanut butter and marshmallow sandwich.
And marshmallow fluff. You never had that,
We got a long night of glizzies and fluffernutter.
J-Bone's going to fucking get diabetes tonight, man, when he goes to the kitchen. He's gonna be eating all this shit. Like
back on the
he's like,
fluffernutters.
he's like, honey, look at this. I'm a glizzy gladiator. Oh,
now a hot dog with fluff and peanut butter on it, a fluffernutter glizzy. That might be something.
Well,
that might be
for
something.
glizzy.
Hey, you weren't here for the interview we did with Victor Benjamin, and he's the peanut butter guy. He's the Butterfinger champion.
No,
and he puts peanut butter on eggs, peanut butter, pretty much on everything. So he's
his wife,
their language.
That is the first wrestling reference on the show tonight, gang. We made 50 minutes, no wrestling. We mentioned
Well, we talked about a wrestler that eats peanut butter.
Yeah, still doesn't even count.
There you go.
Yeah, Kyle, there's a wrestler named the Savage Gentleman, Victor Benjamin, he's endorsed by Butterfinger. And they gave him a belt.
So he's like the Bart Simpson of wrestling, really.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Basically,
he has his own Bart Simpson T-shirt. Yeah,
it's great.
I like a Butterfinger. That's probably top tier candy bar.
What's everybody's favorite candy bar in the chat? I want everybody's favorite checkout line
we have
candy
Kyle
bar
for the Halloween episode. So
I'm a diamond in the rough with that. You know, I get a lot of weird faces for this. Butterfinger probably second. I'm in no man's land with the candy bars. I like an Almond Joy. I like a good almond.
You're an Almond Joy?
See that?
I like the coconut. I like that nice piece of almond in the middle. It's great. It's fantastic.
Interesting. Nobody ever picks Almond Joy.
Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't.
What about you, J-Bone? Favorite checkout line impulse buy candy bar?
3 Musketeers.
3 Musketeers. All right, Bill.
King size. Got to be king size, baby.
J-Bone's 3 Musketeers is up there. That might be number 1 for me.
Yeah, J-Bone likes it king size.
But I'm all about the nougat. The nougat's very good. But
head nougat.
But probably more of a go-to just because it's so easy and it's that little bit of pick-me-up you need.
Oh.
The peanut M&M. I'm a big fan of peanut candy. So
It's
peanut
not
M&M.
a candy bar though.
It's not, but
it's checkout line.
All right, then I'll go Payday then.
Payday.
Oh,
Interesting. That's full of peanuts.
It's full of peanuts.
Full of peanuts.
My wife's is the favorite. That's the peanut M&Ms. I gotta get the shareable size, and she don't even share.
And you know what? I think they do make it in bars now, Kyle. You can get the peanut M&Ms in like a bar of chocolate. They like kind of put them in there.
Peanut M&Ms is by far the top tier M&M. Put that out there.
I'm gonna throw you guys
a little nut. Everyone loves nut.
I'm gonna throw you guys a real weird one.
Everybody loves a little nut.
God, everybody, just take the nut, right to the mouth. I'm a big fan of the Charleston Chew.
Now you're going. That's and that's a local candy around here.
Is it really? Is that
most
a local?
People put that on their bottom shelf candy bars. So
I love me some Charleston Chews, man.
That's the long candy bar. That's the foot long.
That's the foot long. You get that and the nuts, and you're fucking set for the night.
Charleston Chew is top tier, but I don't even think these kids are eating candy anymore. They got Halloween. They're handing out impossible vegan sandwiches and shit like that. Almond milk. Kids aren't eating candy bars anymore.
They're giving pronouns to fucking candy bars nowadays, man. I'm
saying.
telling you, it's a whole different world out there.
Candy bars are offensive.
They're all offensive. Yeah, Charleston. Yeah, that's a local. It's a local out there, huh? I didn't know that.
Jay Boone saw Caddyshack as a kid, and he threw a Baby Ruth in the local pool. It's a true story.
Hey, how about that, Jay Bone?
I didn't even know this.
Hell yeah, bonus. That's my favorite one, the strawberry.
I just assumed there was the standard one.
Oh no, there's banana, there's chocolate, there's strawberry, there's a vanilla, there's all sorts of Charleston Chews now. There's a whole flurry of them.
There's a Charleston Chew universe.
I love me some caramello. Yeah, they still make caramello.
Ooh, I don't know
if
they still make a whatchamacallit.
These boomer candies.
Whatchamacallit was good.
Whatchamacallit? Yeah, that's good.
I'm a fan of the Take 5.
Whoppers.
Take 5.
I
was just thinking about that one. Yeah, that's a good one.
I'm a big fan of Whoppers. Anybody like Whoppers?
No, you love Whoppers in your mouth. Big chocolate Whoppers.
Big chocolate Whoppers.
Big chocolate Whoppers.
I also like a Junior Mint.
Junior Mint's good. It's fresh. It's
Kramer had it right. They're little. They're refreshing. They're delicious.
They are very refreshing, Junior Mints.
See, my son has a nut allergy, so for years...
Your daughter sure doesn't.
Whoa, Lord almighty.
It was impossible for years to find a candy that he could have. Whoppers is one of the few that you can get that's nut free.
Hey.
But it's made in a peanut facility, so you still have to be careful. I know the rappers
No,
say
it's
that.
not.
Oh.
It's clean. All clean.
That and the OG Hershey's candy bar is okay.
Okay.
It's also the only chocolate, like the chocolate chips you put in stuff. Hershey's is the only one you can buy that you don't have to worry about, putting them in the pancakes and stuff.
Well, there's a wrestler that has a candy bar named after him, and he has not been mentioned yet, and he's upset.
I used to have a last name, but now a billionaire keeps it in a safe.
Nobody's
I love Heath bars too, man. Heath is like
the Heath Blizzard at Dairy Queen.
Oh, fucking money.
Top tier Blizzard.
Money.
That's putting a monster's ball on my cavities. I can't eat anything I gotta pick out. I ain't doing
Well,
it.
yeah. That's why in the Blizzard it's mixed up the toffee, so it's better. It's even better that way. So.
Should we ask irrelevant type questions like this? Like, all right, guys, what's everyone's favorite go-to battery brand at the checkout line? Are you a Duracell or Energizer person? Let's just ask these stupid questions.
Courtney in the chat with the Necco candy, the Necco wafers, it's chalk. You might as well eat chalk. It's chalk.
It's a New England confectionery company candy. Isn't that what that Necco is?
How do you know what that stands for, Trent?
I was once engaged to a girl from Newton, Massachusetts. And
you say engaged to a girl?
I was engaged prior.
Not the married.
Not the marriage. I was engaged prior.
Did not know the story of another almost.
I think Kyle knew this one.
She's smart. I actually don't know this one. It sounds like she smartened up before she made
It's another disaster.
Critical decision.
Another fucking disaster. Another whole fucking mess. At that one.
Did she return the engagement ring, Trent?
She did not.
That's in a pawn shop somewhere.
That lousy bitch. lousy piece of shit. Like she begged to fucking get the relationship back. I said, fuck that. I'm like, give me my ring back. But it turned into this whole thing of, it's the only thing I have left of our 6 years together. I go, I don't give a shit.
6 years.
Actually, it was almost 7. It was an almost 7-year relationship, man. I wasted a lot of time on that one. And it was a failed engagement. But
I'm familiar with that.
Yeah, that's
you waited too long. You popped that question within the first 6 months of meeting somebody.
It was
or it never happens.
No, it wasn't even that early, but it was like I wasted my 20s on this shit. I was like, it's so stupid. Have fun in your 20s, kids. Don't do any engaging in your 20s. Wait till you hit past 30. When you're in your 20s, just get reckless. Just be fucking reckless like Kyle was.
Let me tell you, I did a lot of engaging I did a lot of engaging after hours.
Yeah, after dark, huh?
I
love how he looks for the wife. He's like, hey, shit.
Back me up, honey.
Nothing at all, honey. We're just talking about cooking hot dogs. Hot dogs for dinner tomorrow, huh? How about that?
In the parking lot, steaming up the window after bar time, in the bar parking lot. Cop drives by.
Baby here.
Look at
what's going on?
Whoa! Wait a minute. You married the same woman twice?
Is that a renewal of the vows? Like, we're bored and we love each other. Let's get married again. Or is that like we failed, we broke up? Let's get married again, baby. Let's relight the fire. We couldn't get lit last time. And are you still together now? I have questions.
I have questions also. Was there a divorce and a remarriage? Because that's fucking bananas. And we need to bring him on if that's the case. Bonus, you need to get your ass on the show if that's the case.
And are they still together now? That's what I want to know.
Holy shit. And we need to bring her on. I want her and him on.
Did you have to buy the ring more than once? Did the one ring stay there as a placeholder? I got questions. A
lot of questions here.
Wish I'd thought of that.
All right, listen. Come on. Bonus. Right. We need to hear the story.
I'm gonna give you Trent's personal cell phone if you guys want to call in.
Remember we were going to do the call-in line right before you vanished?
Look, there's a list of ideas I had for the show. Just about every idea I ever had. None of them ever happened. And Trent would always shake his head like, that's not going to happen. happen. That's not gonna
Wait,
happen.
I'll tell you what.
They were drinking the Kool-Aid.
I think I still had my chicken sandwiches sitting here for like the review. For like
they're molding. They're molding. Trent was just like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. They were drinking the Kool-Aid.
I gotta tell you,
chicken
Kyle.
sandwiches are green for the third fucking time.
Kyle, I gotta tell you, these two, right? These two have ran with the show, and they have taken Thursday night over. They have kept it alive, man. I gotta say, what we started. I'm only on Throwback. I do some Patreon stuff, but these two having kept the audience engaged, the actual like impact week to week audience, they definitely have kept it engaged, man. All the ideas they have expanded it. Mark with the Patreon, like there's been a lot of stuff.
Now I'm proud of whoever is bringing in these new sound bites because I was afraid you guys were using the same old ones I had.
That was the UK contingent there.
Yeah.
Really, the UK people that I was not critical of, just observant of. They brought that to the show.
They've come a long way.
Steve has really. Steve is fantastic.
I don't even know who Steve is, but round of applause for Steve. I know Joker and Bison. I don't know anybody else. Round of applause.
Steve's great.
4-time knocked up champ.
That's what he is.
Hunger to that passion.
So here, hold on. So bonus. But okay, I'm trying to follow this here. Married, divorced, married again. She's remarried for 20 years now. Same ring. I don't get it. Married the same day both times. So is she remarried to you for 20 years? That's what I need to know.
Is this like a drunk Vegas thing? You left the place, went back, and decided, okay, fuck it.
Yeah, they got divorced. Then she married some bald schmuck in Wisconsin. He hasn't seen her since.
And the plot twist was it was Mrs. J-Bone. Oh my god! But I need to bonus clear that up. Are you remarried for 20 years now? Is it? Are you, another guy? Look at this. Terrible.
He got cucked.
Fucking Christ, that sucks.
And the same ring that you gave her, they used?
Yeah, same ring? Oh my god.
That's a violation. There's a lot of violations, but that's
I thought I got fucked, man. Jesus.
That damn mailman. You can't trust the mailman. You never trust the mailman.
J-Bo, they still got milkmen up there in Wisconsin, huh? They got the milkman still making deliveries up there.
We may be the dairy state, but no. We went from being the dairy state to the beer state. So no.
I once drove to Wisconsin just to get milkshakes because I convinced this girl I was seeing at the time that the dairy is better in Wisconsin.
It is.
And I said we should get milkshakes in Wisconsin. She's like, that's crazy.
Don't buy that. Don't buy that happy cow in California bullshit. Don't buy that. No.
J-Bone, what's that ice cream place? Not far from you. It's got a shit ton of cow statues everywhere. You know what I'm talking about? It's right outside of your town, man. It's like this drive-in ice cream place, and it's got 100 cow statues everywhere. This is very Midwest, guys.
I'm not familiar with the
J-Bone,
cow statue.
You gotta
there's
know
a bunch of good custard places like Cops. I grew up just a few blocks away from a Kit's in Milwaukee. Let's see. There's a Roberts.
Was it next to the Sabaros?
Or Cops frozen custard. Cops frozen custard. That's the one. Cops.
All right. There's a couple Cops around. There's one on the south side.
Glendale, Wisconsin. Wisconsin. That's
that's right by just north of Southridge Mall. Yeah,
guys. Have you seen these cows he's talking about?
Oh yeah. I've been there.
I don't know about these.
This is the good stuff.
No. Nicole used to live in Wisconsin, and she's like, "We gotta go to Cops." And we drive up, and there are 100 fucking cow statues in the parking lot. And I go, where the fuck? This is the most Midwest shit I've ever seen. But the ice cream was amazing. And then the cheese castle, the Mars cheese castle, is amazing too, Adam. Thank you.
Trent, don't they worship cow in your homeland? Don't your cha-chas worship cow?
Next door. The next country over.
That's sorry.
Next one over.
Sorry, I tried.
That's Adam, Bill. That's Adam Impact right there.
Adam Impact.
Yeah.
The names threw me off for a second. I'm like, hey, that's Adam.
He knows of the infamous Mars cheese castle.
Pull up Critical Stinks comment.
Yes.
Let's go around with this. Random after dark question. Most overrated food. I'm gonna kick this off. Most overrated food. Gotta be steak. It's It's very expensive.
Steak.
It's a piece of meat. I get a $10 roast beef sandwich with gravy and the works on it. Just as good. But what steak? It's tough sometimes. It's overrated. It's
an expensive steak. I'll agree with you, Kyle. An expensive steak.
I could go to the Outback Steakhouse and have a hell of a night.
But that's the thing. Like, if you go to there, you can get a decent steak for a reasonable price.
Yeah, I feel like it's a status thing. I am eating expensive steak. It's like buying $1,000 concert tickets. There's no reason for it. No reason for it.
You're okay with that status?
Well, you know, you got to be the man. You got to be the man. You know, you got to make a woman think you have more money than you really have.
Most
when women don't love men for themselves, they love you for the size of your wallet. You know. And especially if the size of other things aren't, up to par.
Critical thing.
Hello.
You gotta compensate.
Saucy on Thanksgiving going with the turkey is overrated.
Mr.
Come on.
Come on.
What is an overrated man? Overrated.
And bonkers going stuffing. A lot of people going after. I'm sorry. Where's the cranberry sauce with all these?
I hate cranberry sauce, man. I hate. But I'll tell you what's overrated.
Sweet
shrimp.
and savory.
Shrimp is an overrated food to me. People treat shrimp like it's fucking premium. It ain't shit. Shrimp ain't shit.
That's the cockroach of the sea.
It is. It is the sea.
It's crustacean.
It's delicious.
Garbage.
Well, it's not bad. I don't hold it in that high regard, but I'll eat shrimp. I have no problem with shrimp. It tastes like whatever you mix it with. Like it's one of those things that doesn't have a lot of flavor, but it's not too fishy.
It's
and
just
that's the type of seafood I'm into.
It's a cocktail sauce transporting device. Is what
it's cocktail sauce, or if you put it in like a pasta or something, like with like a nice white wine sauce.
Oh, Bill's a classy guy. Guys, Bill is a classy guy. He's out there having fucking vodka tonics with Penzer at the pool. Yeah, this is a classy guy.
The only podcaster in the game doing that.
That's a good question, though. Overrated food. That is a good one. What's the most
J-Bone,
overrated?
You got any overrated food?
Yeah, J-Bone. Come on. What do you
From Wisconsin?
A lot of food in Wisconsin.
What's what?
What's the most overrated food in your opinion?
Hot Pockets.
Overrated.
Bonkers went with mint sauce. That's a real, very, very particular one. Courtney with lobster. You're from you're in Massachusetts.
It's a lot of people going after their own foods, I think, right now.
Lobster, it's good when it's got 20 pounds of mayonnaise or butter on it. Lobster bisque, 20 pounds of butter. But just like shrimp in the cocktail sauce. Take away the cocktail sauce, take away the butter.
You're right. Lobster, very expensive, and you drown it in butter. You're tasting butter. It's a butter device.
That's right. Paired with steak, another overrated food. The surf and turf, very overpriced.
I'll say this: I love steak. I don't eat it often. I think overrated is like going to these places and getting, paying a ridiculous amount of money for a steak.
Yeah,
it's like, no, it's meat. No, I don't give a shit what part of meat it is. It's meat. Meat is meat. If I want steak, I go to Applebee's. That's my best tasting fucking steak.
You love those chain restaurants, don't you, Jim? You love the Sabaros, the Applebee's, the Outbacks, the Chili's.
I'll say this:
Great American white trash.
That's me. That's me. White trash. Gotta love me. I have never had a bad steak. People say, "Oh yeah, I never went to this place again because I had a bad steak." Oh yeah, their steak sucks. Blah 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 blah. I have never had a bad fucking steak from Applebee's. Period. End of subject.
Comes out sizzling.
This is true.
Yeah. No. And I've at some different corporate stuff and trade shows, like where there was like some meals, vendor meals, and meet and greets, shaking hands. I've eaten up some steakhouses that were expensive. I even one time in Chicago, I'm like, I'm gonna treat myself because I had a little coupon, buy one steak get one free at Don Shula's when I was out in Chicago. So I'm just there. I was like, I'm gonna give myself 2 steaks tonight. So I went crazy.
2 steaks.
Yeah, I'm like, I'll give you a bourbon, have some 2 steaks, just go crazy.
You maniac.
And it's good. Would it be worth that price? Hell no.
You know what the value in steak is? The Brazilian steakhouses. $50,
green.
And you get and you get all the cuts of steak as much as you want for $50. That's
but
the
they
steak
try to fill you up on the salad bar, which has very good stuff on it.
Well, it's optional though.
But it's
That's
optional.
Yeah.
And they make sure to bring the cheaper meats out more frequently, and you got to pass on those. You got to say no.
Yeah.
Don't give me the flank steak.
The filet
want.
mignon.
Bring me the filet. Give me something wrapped in bacon.
And the lamb chops and the good stuff. Yeah.
I'll tell you what's not overrated. I'm all for the chicken sandwich craze. I'm good for all of them. Chick-fil-A, PDQ, I'm doing it all. Does anybody have a Raising Cane's in their area? That's my next.
They just started opening up here. I haven't been to it yet, though. Are they any good?
I want to know. They're not in New York. I'm all for
I've had them
craze.
a long time ago. Actually, out in Vegas, they're out there. I was just driving by them. But this better never be said in the chat. I made sure 2 visits to In-N-Out Burger. Not overrated.
Not overrated.
In-N-Out's great. In-N-Out, animal style In-N-Out, phenomenal. By the way, this deep dish comment, Extreme D, I'm gonna boot you on this one, my man. This is unbelievable.
It's not even pizza. It's casserole.
This is how we met.
Casserole.
Not as food. It's a good food.
It's
Very
great.
good food. But it's not
delicious.
Pizza. I love it, but it's not pizza. It's not
Adam
what most of us consider pizza.
Yeah, Adam saying Cane's is great, by the way.
I gotta get over there.
What's that, Jay?
I was trying to remember that 2 years ago we went to. Yeah, that's right. You did order deep dish.
Yes.
Oh,
Whoopsie ordered like pasta.
Oh yeah, he ordered like spaghetti, like in a.
Oh, I don't go to a deep dish place and not get deep dish, and I like deep dish, but it's totally different. Like if you go there thinking you're like, oh, I love pizza, I'm a pizza guy, you might not like that at all.
No,
it's a totally different kind of food.
It's like lasagna, basically.
It's a combination. Yeah,
I'm not big on the sauce, and there's a lot of sauce on there. That's not for me.
Well, usually, honestly, it's not even mainly sauce. It can be. It's mainly cheese.
It's
I love cheese.
There's 2 styles here. What they do is there's like the cheese layers, several layers of cheese, but then there's the ones that put a layer of sauce on the top too.
On the top,
and they kind of cook it. Yeah, and they cook it, and it kind of just gives a little bit of a shell. I'm a big fan of that. That's a rare one to find around here. That's not a common.
Yeah, it seems mainly they're the other way with the heavy cheese.
You got to get the L&B Spumoni here in Brooklyn, Trent. That's where it's originated. We put the sauce on top. It's great.
I do like the sauce on top. I'm a big fan of sauce.
I am a fan of local places around here to do the sauce on top because
my
anyone that tries to be New York struggles. Don't be in another city and do New York style pizza. You don't got the water.
I will say this: there's a place here in Chicago called Jimmy's Pizza, and they claim New York slices. I went there, I've been there, and they are fucking incredible. It is the closest thing to New York slices I've ever had in Chicago.
I'll be the judge of that.
I want you to try it. I truly, Bill, if you next time you're in Chicago, we gotta go to Jimmy's, and I want you to tell me how close. This is spot on, like damn near 99% New York.
That are good. 99% like one of the better places in New York, or just tastes like New York.
Like one of the better ones, man. This is like up there.
All right, that's high. Because there's ones I'll go, but I'll still go and I'll say it, and I'll be like Philly pizza. The best Philly pizza places are like 3rd tier New York places.
He admits it.
Now I want to bonus.
I'm a big
any of
New
you
York
guys had
pizza guy? I love New York pizza.
Have any of you guys had Detroit style, the square?
Counting Little Caesars?
No, not Little Caesars. It's a square, like a thick pan, square slice pizzas. Has anybody had these? It's not the little square, not the little shitty squares like Chicago pub style. These are thick, like Detroit style pizza is like usually 8 slices, and they're big fucking square chunks is what they are. And it's a rectangular
seen it, but
pizza.
I have not actually.
Like Rocky Rococo.
I've been close enough there where I got to stop at a place next time I'm going through there, because I'm always on the outskirts of Detroit, but never actually in Detroit.
This Detroit style, there's a place here called Jets that came from Detroit to Chicago, and I think it's delicious too, man. Detroit style is not bad.
Oh, we got a Jets near us, I think.
Try the Jets next time, Jay. Try Jets.
Now, Trent, as a casserole man, the 3 classics, what's better, Giordano's, Lou's, or Gino's? What's the
the 4th one in there, it's called Pequods. That's the fucking go-to. Pequods. Yes, Pequod's is the guy. That's the one I take people to. But if out of the three that you just named,
the main eventers.
The main eventers, that's kind of like the Genos and Pats in Philly. That's the same idea with
tourist traps. Tourist traps.
Out of the tourist trap ones, I'm a Giordano's.
All right.
That's where we had the TNI pizza party.
Right.
That was good.
Nicole
was
got
amazing.
sold on the Genos because they do like a cornmeal crust, and it's a very interesting dynamic with the casserole pizza, the cornmeal crust. She's a Genos person, but I'll tell you what, Pequod's, that's the guy to go to. That's my go-to. I take people at Pequod's.
Right.
The original Pequod's is like being in somebody's house. It literally is like dining in somebody's basement. And it's fucking badass. And it's great pizza.
All right.
We'll do that. That's the next one on the list.
And now that COVID's opening up, Bill, the cheesesteak challenge is on. It is on.
The cheesesteak challenge, it's back.
That one's not dead. That one's alive. That one's alive.
I could go for a good cheesesteak challenge.
Hey, fuck you, Zach, man. You should try it, though. It's actually pretty good. This is a good comment.
I love how Trent's marriage is still alive and well on the show. Trent's not even on it
alive
anymore.
And well.
Marriage is still going.
I don't know. I don't even know that broad's alive, man. At this point, it's like she's like a fucking she's like a myth to these people.
Myth.
Oh, jeez.
Myth.
I wish that she would find out that you've been doing a wrestling podcast.
I know, dude.
She's been spoken of many a time. Going on like 2 years now.
I get a defamation lawsuit in the mail.
Very possible. Very possible.
Shit, man.
Yeah, on that note, Courtney, we should start wrapping it up here. I have work in 4 hours. Let's
4 hours? You guys got to work tomorrow?
I got to work mornings because the kids are out of school. I'm a night guy,
yeah.
so I had to work nights, get home, go to sleep, which I'm not doing now, and wake up in the morning.
I think I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna try to cut out at some point tomorrow early and go see that new Ghostbusters movie. Have you seen it, Bill? You're a movie guy. I heard. Okay, tell me this. Don't ruin it. But everybody's telling me. Every one of my buddies. I'm a Ghostbusters fanatic. All they said to me is, I need to hear what you think of the end because all we did is fucking tear up at the end.
Lot of eyes were getting misty in the theater.
Okay, I got to see this, man.
The thing I do, and I like this about it, because I think all the fans love it.
Yeah.
The critics want to pull it apart because they made it for the fans.
But Bill, is it a good movie or is it pure fan service? That's not always good. I thought Many Saints of Newark was terrible. I'm a Sopranos fanatic. Is this a good movie?
No. I think that's what the critics want to make it out to be, that it's fan service. No. Did they take what the fans wanted and put that back in because the reboot kind of took all that out? But a lot of those, I'm sure if you look back, a lot of them are probably fans of that. They wanted it to go a different direction. If you ignore I don't think that's fan service to not ignore the history of the franchise that everyone wants.
No, you need it in there, but there's
I don't
got to
think
be
they
a solid
overdo it.
movie in there
It's
as
its
well.
own story. It's about the new generation, pretty much. It's like the kids version. It's like a Steven Spielberg movie in the 80s for the most part.
From what I
With
understand,
Ghostbusters.
Rick Moranis is not in the movie.
No, that's if I only have one thing, but that was Rick. I think this was already in motion and being done before Rick sort of came back. He's doing like a new Honey, I Shrunk the Kids thing. That's his first acting in like forever.
A long time.
He did the big commercial with Ryan Reynolds, and I think he's going to do that. But I hope maybe, if it's possible sequel, we get the return of Lewis.
We got to get Lewis. Lewis Tully's a great character, man. Come on. Fucking Lewis. The twist of how Lewis hooks up with Janine in part 2 was like one of the craziest twists of all time.
Yeah, right.
I remember being mind blown when I was like a kid. I never heard anyone pronounce it Super Mario Brothers. I go Mario, like with the New York guy, like Mario Brothers. Like
it is Super Mario. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
Super Mario.
When I'm 8 years old in '89, and we call it Mario in Chicago. Mario. I go Mario. That's one thing I remember about Lewis Tully. I love Lewis Tully though. Great character.
We're having a party. Come on by.
Marchese at the fucking party. Come on. Who brought the dog?
And I'm only saying this because
who brought the dog?
I'm only saying this because Alicia is not here. The other new Ghostbusters movie, pure feminist propaganda.
Oh,
That's
that
all
was such garbage.
That was a propaganda film for feminism. That's all that was. There was an agenda being carried out. It wasn't about Ghostbusters. It was about the women. That's all it was about.
Dude, that movie was terrible. Even forget the women part aside, the story was garbage.
Yeah,
they had
bad
nothing.
story.
It was nothing. Hey, who does your taxes? That's a great line too. No, the women's one made no sense. None of the story had any build up. Everything just came out of nowhere. It was crap. Total garbage. Garbage. Total garbage. See ya, Courtney. Thank you very much. Her super sticker disappeared. What happened? Did you pull your super sticker? Did you take it away?
She did it. Her credit card got declined.
No,
That
that only stays up there so long.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I already pocketed the $10 you put in.
It's already gone. Kyle took the $10.
PayPal.
Little like cha-ching fucking place.
My Venmo. Ding.
Jeez. Kyle, you into cryptocurrency? Are you a crypto guy?
No, but there should be TNI. I'm starting my own scumbag NFT now that you say
Oh,
it.
there we go. Wait a minute. Well, hold on a second here. Bill's got a dispute here. Go ahead.
You don't like Dan Aykroyd?
I love Dan Aykroyd.
Beldar. You got a problem with Beldar?
Where is the rumor starting here?
Yeah, where is this coming from? Not only do I love him in Ghostbusters, he's one of the two wild and crazy guys.
And he's Beldar. He's Beldar. Coneheads is the greatest movie of all time.
Coneheads is very
That's a rumor that Bill, that can get you in trouble there, man.
I don't like the talk of this Dan Aykroyd slander.
Come on, raise a cult books. Come on, man.
My favorite Dan. This is a little off the beaten path. My favorite Dan Aykroyd film is The Great Outdoors with John Candy and Dan Aykroyd. And I actually just read a headline within the last, week or so, saying that Dan Aykroyd is finally working on a sequel to that. Now, I'm a little, I was excited, but I'm like, wait, John Candy hasn't been with us for, a couple decades now or whatever it's been since he passed away, I forget. And I'm like, man, how are you going to do a Great Outdoors with no John Candy?
Reboot culture.
Well, yeah, you do something like, I'm sure it's a new generation, almost like the Ghostbusters thing, where it's like Dan Aykroyd's there, like in a cameo almost, but it's really about somebody else in the Great Outdoors.
It could be his kids, because a lot of it was the kids, and it was hilarious. So,
But do you really need a reboot of The Great Outdoors or a sequel of The Great Outdoors?
Well,
this is Hollywood.
Yeah.
No, hey, they haven't done Back to the Future yet. Let's be thankful, okay?
Yeah,
That's the one they got to steer clear of. You can't touch it. You can't touch it. I know
Great
you can't
Outdoors.
unless Michael J's there in some capacity.
Great Outdoors is the only movie about Wisconsin, so Jay Bone's like, that's our movie right there. A million movies about New York. Wisconsin, Great Outdoors.
Yep.
Jay, there really aren't too many about Milwaukee, man, or anything in
The
Wisconsin.
old 96er.
They got plenty of TV shows.
Is that 70s show? Hello, Wisconsin? Yeah.
Hello, Wisconsin.
That's about it, though.
Laverne and Shirley.
Laverne and Shirley, yeah.
Oh, The Be a Place? Yeah, there we go. That's a classic. Love Laverne and Shirley. Lenny and Squiggy? You can't beat Lenny and Squiggy.
Hello, Cheryl. I used to fucking pop every time he walks in. Hello, Cheryl. Those guys still alive? Lenny and Squiggy?
I think, I think only one of the two is.
Oh, really? Yeah, which one died?
Lenny is one.
I know Squiggy had health problems, so I think he passed away, but I'm not positive.
Yeah, Lenny is one-third of
Michael
a Spinal
McCain.
Tap.
Yeah, the one in this Spinal Tap, he's still around. He was on Saturday Night Live and stuff.
Yeah. Squiggy is dead. You're right. David Lander. Squiggy has passed on. Last year, 2020. Just died in 2020.
Wow.
Yeah.
Recent.
He died,
Wait, is this
multiple sclerosis.
Is this true? That 90s show with Red and Kitty
No
coming back?
way. No fucking way. Is the Waltons from
I remember there was that 80s show which lasted, 2 weeks? But it had no connection to that 70s show.
Look at this. Adam with the random one. Beaver Dam, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Look at that. Wait.
Beaver
there it is.
Dam.
Cult. Kyle, you're into the cult horror movies. You ever heard of The Pit?
Pit.
I've not seen The Pit.
No, I don't.
It's
even
from
know
The
that
Pit?
one.
Yeah, that's an obscure one, Adam. Look at that. Is the Waltons from Wisconsin? I didn't know that. Let's see the Waltons. Come on, Jay, we're supposed to know this stuff.
I know your
I didn't grow up on on
Virginia.
the Walt. I grew up on Little House on the Prairie.
Waltons was from Virginia, there, Zach. Yeah. No way. The '90s show. I refuse to believe this.
Lakers. I believe it when Lakers puts it out.
No, that's true. They're making a new that
it's happening.
show continuation.
Here.
Yes.
See the pig pussy.
You fuck. It's happening, guys. It's an upcoming show.
That it has Red and Kitty being Red and Kitty.
Red and Kitty are in it. 10 episodes already ordered for Netflix.
I'm in. I'm in on this. Are we gonna get a Foreman like? He's gonna show up.
It's gonna focus on. It looks like it's gonna focus on Kelso's kid.
So it was Kelso in it.
The show will center on Leah Foreman, Leah Foreman, the granddaughter of Eric and Donna. Eric and Donna.
Wait, so Eric and Donna would have grandkids right now. Oh my gosh.
Holy
they're gonna give that's their kid, and it's gonna be Red and Kitty's grandkid is Leah Foreman. That '90s show. What the fuck?
So
remember there was an '80s one that lasted only one season.
Yeah, it did not last long.
I don't think it even lasted a season.
Well, the greatest thing to come from all of this is that '70s guy, Mike Awesome. Just putting it out there.
Oh yeah, come on, love Mike Awesome. I'll tell you what, it always blew my mind that Red Foreman, Kurtwood Smith, great comedy actor, still in the single.
He's gonna talk about Robocop. He's gonna talk about
most
Robocop.
brutal villain of all time. Is fucking.
There's that net you were talking about Netflix and Red Foreman. That actor, they got a whole thing. What's that series on Netflix? Movies that made us, whatever. And
the shows that made us. Yeah.
Yeah. They got a couple. Yeah, there's the toys one, and then they got the movies. There's a few different seasons. One of the episodes is RoboCop.
Dude.
RoboCop.
It is.
It's a great documentary because they even talk about Arnold Schwarzenegger was supposed to be RoboCop.
Interesting. I'll tell you what.
Hilarious.
Red Foreman is a native Wisconsinite. You know that? New Lisbon, Wisconsin. He is a motherfucker, man. That son of a bitch was so brutal in RoboCop, man.
That's somewhere around here. I don't know where.
It was on TV the other day, and the fucking scene was. I walk in. My dad was watching it. I was at my parents' house. He passed out. It's on his TV, and it's the execution scene, man.
Oh,
it is brutal as fuck. But the whole
that's one of the parts of the documentary. They almost made it X-rated because of all the violence.
Dude, it's violent as hell, that movie. Oh my god, he fucking blows his hand off and he fucking shoots him in the head. The whole execution. Oh my god.
You can see the hole through the head.
Oh fuck.
Great stuff.
It's to the point where the one guy in his gang is shooting him. They unload so many bullets at him that the one guy goes, shit! Like you see the one guy actor just go, shit! Because there's so much violence going on. It's fucked up. Kyle, you ever see RoboCop, or are you still too young?
No, you wouldn't remember maybe about a year ago before I totally vanished. You told me about it, and I went and watched it. I liked it a lot. I thought the first one was great. Wasn't too big on RoboCop 2.
The rest of them suck.
The rest of them after that, but the first one is fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah, so me and Trent had the joy of seeing it as very small children.
Oh yeah.
Well, that was the thing that shocked me about it was as a kid, I remember having a RoboCop action figure. So going in there, I'm thinking it's like a fun, like kiddie, like superhero franchise type movie. Not that very dark. Could have been a trauma flick. Could have been a
merchandising. Come, dude, I show you,
dude. He showed up on WCW a couple years later. They were marketing the RoboCop to kids.
Yeah, but that was like RoboCop 3 by then.
Bloody movie.
That was 90, so it was RoboCop 2, I want to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
2. Yeah, that would have been 2. Yeah, and the big part of that, as far as like my heavy metal, hair metal days, is Babylon AD was part of the soundtrack with The Kid Goes Wild, and RoboCop was in the video, and Yeah, I love 2. I'm not going to say 2 is better than 1, but I did love 2. I actually saw number 2 in the drive-in. I was in the back seat of my cousin's 67 Charger, 68 Charger, 67 Charger. Yeah, a lot of fun.
That was RoboCop's release 35 years ago.
87, so almost 35 years.
I remember it at the theater. Me and my dad.
I got it on rental right when it hit tape. My dad's like, "What movie do you want me to pick up this Friday evening?" RoboCop.
I was like that when Major League came out.
Oh,
baseball movie, Major League.
Oh, Major League. There you go. Major League made at County
I think I know that movie,
Stadium.
every piece of dialogue in that movie.
County Stadium. But my ex is in
there you
that
go.
movie.
That's technically a Milwaukee movie.
It is. It is. Made at County, the rest in peace, County Stadium. Not there no more. Now it's Miller. Well, no, actually, it's not Miller Park. I call it Miller Park. Now it's let's see, who can buy the next mortgage on this giant piece of shit that we're still paying for? Park.
They changed the name of the Staples Center in LA to the Cryptocurrency Arena. You guys hear this? Kyle, you got any crypto?
We need some TNI NFTs, scumbag NFTs, something like that.
Yeah, Critical Sting was talking NFTs earlier.
Yeah, he said they're bullshit. He said they're bullshit.
Wasn't that the principle of them, that they're bullshit?
Any Hall of Famers in RoboCop? Yeah, fucking RoboCop himself. He should be in the Hall of Fame. Man, violent movie. The worst kill scene I've ever seen in my life. Bottom line, to this day, creeps me out. Unbelievable.
Who needs Faces of Death when you have RoboCop?
Oh, fucking A, man.
Another classic part of my childhood.
Faces of Death. Jeez. Yes. Talk about those tapes.
Oh, Bud
right next to the wrestling rack at fucking Blockbuster on a Friday night.
You were right next to the wrestling.
Are you telling me Jesus Christ can't have a curveball?
Wrestling tapes. Girls Gone Wild. Faces of Death. This is my childhood right there.
I'm telling you, they're right next to the wrestling tapes.
That's how you produce a scumbag.
That's right. Lack of supervision on that one.
Tony, man. Yeah, seriously. There was a very big lack, especially in the 80s. Kyle, you're in the 90s. You're more of a 90s, 2000s kid. The 80s, forget about it. In the 70s, where J-Bo was around, forget about it.
It's the Wild Wild West.
They gave you acid.
I don't remember this. I was a wee little bone in the 70s. Don't ask me.
We were little guys in the 80s.
Yeah,
we're
see,
watching fucking
I
RoboCop.
think it's funny though how my generation. I was born in '94. I grew up in the 2000s. Some will say I'm still a child, but perpetually. But I think it's funny. My friends growing up. We had porn at our fingertips at all times. You go on the computer, it's there. It was always there. You guys, you had a friend who buried him out in the woods, and you had to ride a bike out there, and there was a place with your brother's magazines that you stole somewhere buried out in the woods, and you knew where it was. We didn't have that, man. You go on the internet, you find any type of sick shit you want. You guys had to bury that shit out in the woods.
You had to work for it back then, Kyle.
That sounds like half a Stand By Me.
Something like that.
It was, J-Bone, it's the facts. It was like Stand By Me. Like you were on your bikes going to find whatever and do whatever, and then the world changed.
The world changed, man. Kyle's generation took over.
Pokemon.
I remember being the last one in the neighborhood. Like everyone else, got their 16-inch, bikes and stuff like that, and I was still on my big wheel, and I couldn't keep up. I'm like, fuck you guys. I love my big wheel. I ain't giving this shit up. You're gonna tell me I gotta learn how to ride a bike? Dude, I crashed on my bike. My dad's trying to teach me how to ride a bike. I skidded my arm. I tore skin off my arm from here to my elbow. This was all just gone, just completely gone. I'm sitting there, big snot bubbles laying in the grass. My mom's putting Band-Aids all the way down my arm. I was a hot mess as a kid.
If there's not a Zach Bonifer J-Bone on a big wheel.
I was just thinking that.
Like that sounds like a future T-shirt.
Young bonehead coming down the block on the big wheel with the lollipop in his mouth. Big man.
It's gotta be the Spider-Man big wheel. The
Spider-Man big wheel.
The Spider-Man big wheel had a white body and it had like red wheels or some shit. I forget.
I had a Dukes of Hazzard big wheel.
Fuck yeah,
I
man.
had the General
Now
Lee.
you're talking. Now you're talking.
Dukes of Hazzard. Yeah.
Just some good old
big wheel.
boys.
The good old boys. Never mean no harm. I love Dukes of Hazzard. Every Friday night.
Tom Walton's from Wisconsin, I think.
Good old boy from Wisconsin. Wisconsin is like the south of the north. I wish people could understand. It really is like the south of the north. It really is like that. Did you big wheel with a flat tire, or was it just?
Well, they did. They did get a flat tire because it was just plastic that eventually something would break in there, and it would appear flat.
True.
Because it would break.
It would like collapse.
Yeah, it would collapse on itself.
Adam, happy Thanksgiving, man. See ya. Thank you. Thank you, Punk, for the bits.
Thank you.
Yeah, but, boys, I got work in like 3 hours now. I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
All right, listen.
Go
keep it up, pal.
With the
missus. Keep it up. Hey, tell my sister-in-law I said hello.
Yeah, when I'm done with J-Bone's stepdaughter over here stuffing her turkey. Oh!
And there you go.
Lord.
If you have small children, please ask them to leave the room right now.
That should have been the bit leading into this. I forgot.
Yeah.
That's another new one we got.
Yeah, we got that one in there.
Steve's killing it. We got a. Yeah, I think we're just about maxed out. Oh,
That's
Rob's
awesome.
voice.
Look at that, Rob. Who is Rob's voice? Where'd he come from?
Rob. See, he hasn't been around. He hasn't been around for a while.
He retweets the show a lot after. Remember, he doesn't usually catch us live.
Yeah, Rob. Okay, yeah. Rob Barrios.
Barrios. That's Rob's.
That's okay. Rob Barrios. Thank you, Rob. Very nice. Rob's always retweets everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I can put that together with Rob's voice. I didn't realize that was okay.
You know, speaking of which, where is Terrence Sullivan today? He is talk about
he might be sleeping.
He
I believe he's on the East Coast.
Well, because we originally advertised this as a Twitch only thing. He's not on Twitch, so he's like, well, I'll catch it. So what I was going to do if this was Twitch is I was going to like download it off of Twitch and then put it as a replay on YouTube. But we don't have to worry about that now.
He'll probably catch it tomorrow.
He'll get he'll get it. Yeah.
All right.
Hakeem coming in late. Sorry, we're just wrapping it up.
Hakeem, yeah, we're about
the
to
rewind button, brother.
Yeah.
But thank you, Rob. Thank you so much. You're great. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, guys. But what a conversation. We did not talk wrestling once.
No, we really didn't. Besides Robocop and Sting, that's about it. That's it. That's the closest.
I tell you. I'll leave you with this. My one wrestling thought is I still don't like the inspiration. But
that's it. You're fired again.
I'm out. And for that reason, I'm out. I watch a lot of. You guys watch Shark Tank? I
have in the past.
Oh, it's like when I go to my parents' house. That's my we are all like we just end up hooking on Shark Tank. We just watch Shark Tank, like marathon Shark Tank. We're so into it. And I don't know why, but it's like a game show at this point.
Oh, it is a game show, really.
Basically, yeah.
Remember with an idea. Your idea sucks. No, it's okay, but I'm not going to give you much for it.
No, and for that reason, I'm out. Yeah, just like it's funny though. Like all these things on Shark Tank, like you see people who come on there, and they're like, "We made, like we've done 6 million in sales." I'm like, I've never fucking heard of this shit. Like, where are these products coming from? I've never seen any of them, like some here and there, but the ones that are like already successful, they're just coming to Shark Tank for the. I'm like, I've never heard of this. Where are you making all this money? What am I doing wrong in life here? Where are these guys? Some guy's selling like a sponge with a smiley face on. He's like, I'm destined to do 24 million this year. I'm like, I'm fucking rubbing 2 packs of ramen noodles together, and this asshole is selling smiley face sponges for $24 million. What the fuck? Yeah. Hey, Lakers, fuck Mr. Wonderful, though. That motherfucker, that guy is such a little bastard.
And they're all saying there is some wrestling connection because DDP Yoga
was on it. Yes, he was on there. And
they passed on it, I think.
They passed on him. Yeah, he didn't get funded. He did not get funded.
Yeah,
it's a big commercial.
He made it anyways.
It's a big commercial. You get on there, if you don't make it.
Oh yeah, a lot of them do. The biggest
fine.
ones were ones that weren't done with. Because what was it, like the Ring guy, like the Ring doorbell thing? He went on there.
Oh really?
They passed on the Ring doorbell.
No kidding. No.
And like it became like the biggest thing ever.
Hey, any of you guys got those smart home devices like a Alexa or anything in the house? You got one of those?
I have a Google Home, and with the Alexa, I got the Amazon the Dot too.
Okay, so
I'm the smartest device in the house.
Oh, are you really? I got two of them. I got them as for gifts. I got the Alexa, like the little dot one, and I got the one with the big screen on it. And I'm scared to put them on, Bill, because I'm like, I heard they listen to you all the time.
You're thinking of what the all the conspiracy, the Tin Hat Brigade thinks. Austin Aries probably told you this.
But I mean, are they pretty good? Are they pretty safe to have?
Yeah. The thing is, the more like, as you said before, like you say, total nonstop impact, it will start.
Yeah.
Would you like to play total nonstop impact? Like it will do stuff like that. Most people have bigger fish to fry than thinking about random guy saying something there. Like now, I don't know. Maybe it is one of the things if you said a certain phrase that's very unique and something that. Maybe somewhere something
threatening the president or something.
Yes, like something like that could happen, maybe. So as long as you're somewhat normal, or you just talk a lot about cock rings, then you're okay.
Hey, how about that?
Maybe your searches might come up. Maybe some advertising.
Oh, Lord Almighty! You gotta be careful with these things.
Adam and Eve. What?
It starts suggesting you the weirdest shit.
Oh, and Akeem, Jay, I think we've come to an agreement on this. We're going to do this after the show Thursday night, the review.
Yeah.
Turning Point?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. So that's the plan. Turning Point review after the Thursday show.
Well, what's going, Bill? You're not going to the family's house for Thanksgiving?
Well, I am, but we're not going to do the review until 10 o'clock. I won't be at my family at 10 p.m. So I'll be back by then. I did tell Jay I might not be there for the reaction now. That I'll probably come back sometime during the reaction show.
Gotcha. I said skip the reaction. It's just it's a wrestle house, right, Jay?
It's a wrestle house.
I just skip the reaction to save it for the review. Just relax.
Well, people actually watch the reaction. People actually watch the reaction.
Hey, excuse me. Excuse me. Right.
Oh, I'm just saying.
Excuse me.
If no one, well, because like I said, it was a test thing when it started. So
although it's a little different though because it's not a wrestle. They might have matches because they did have Wrestle House had matches last time.
That's right.
So they could have matches. It'll be interesting to see.
Do they count those matches on their like cage match records?
Oh,
like those are counted.
Question.
Is there an IPWF chapter?
I wonder if those get counted. The Wrestle House matches get counted. Like who? Okay, give me one. Who had one on Wrestle House? Let me see.
Rosemary and Taya.
Rosemary and Taya had. Let's take a look here. Let me look at cage match. Let's see if they counted. Let's look up. Actually, I'm better off looking up Taya because she's only had like 6 matches in the last like year and a half.
Yeah, she should be ready to go.
Dude, talk about the Taya thing. What a debunk. All right, here we go. Matches. All right, Wrestle House was a year ago, right?
About give or take, yeah.
All right, Turning Point 2020.
I think it may have been Ty and Kylie, right? I know Kylie.
Maybe that's what it was.
Can you believe she only wrestled 6 matches in NXT and then she was gone? Unbelievable.
But yeah, my Thanksgiving is tomorrow, so my Thursday is just like a regular Thursday, and I'm not shopping, so I'm just like, yeah, I'll do it, and whoever wants to jump in, whoever's available, I'm not putting any pressure on anyone. I'll go fly solo or whatever. I don't care.
All right, I think they do count it. They do count it because that was September of last year, wasn't it? Wrestle House.
Possibly.
Yeah, it was
Bravo the referee. Bravo's the referee, wasn't it during the match?
Yeah, it was right before Kylie checked out.
Well, I have Ty and Rosemary. Bravo's a referee, and Kylie and they count it. They count them.
It is in there. Okay, it wasn't great, but it was fun. Wait,
That's
was it
funny.
Rosemary or Kylie? Because
I have Rosemary.
Well, Rosemary was the referee in one of the matches.
Because there's a match. It's a special referee, Johnny Bravo, Rosemary, and Ty. It was only a 3.5 minute match.
Okay.
That must be it. And that must be one of them.
That's it.
Well, is that the one where he proposed?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it could have been that. That's it.
It is. And
That's
then,
it. That was Wrestle House. Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
That's
Right
funny.
before
Right
he-
after Slammiversary. So that was probably... But that may have been like
Slam?
August.
August? All right, let me see here. Slam is June, obviously. Skyway. Let's see.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was probably July.
Well, there's okay. This is Emergence. Kylie and Ty were Emergence. That's August, and then September is Taya and Rosemary. September 1st.
That's got to be it.
It has to be it. Let me see.
And that was right before. That was right when people started talking about Taya leaving, and Taya stuck around for like the next set of tapings, and then she.
Yeah, that's also the episode where Eric Young beat Eddie for the title. It's interesting.
Oh, Eric Young.
Eric Young was a good champ, man.
That
Eric
was
Young.
on an episode. That's right. That
I
wasn't on
forgot.
pay-per-view.
Oh, there's
That
one.
was on TV.
That might be the easiest one to find. Johnny
Okay,
Swinger.
let me look that one up.
Swinger versus
and
Crazy Steve blindfold
All right,
match.
Let's
Oh,
do
that
that
was
one. Let's do
funny.
that. Let's do that, guys. Let's do that. Johnny Swinger on cage match. Let's take a look. All
That's
right.
funny.
I love me some Johnny Swinger.
And that was right after Crazy Steve came back too, wasn't it?
Guys, you have no idea how hard I'm pushing to get Swinger booked at AEW. You have no idea. Every booking meeting is all I'm bringing up is Johnny Swinger. All right, let's see.
They should have done it for your fucking birthday, man.
I
It's
know.
my birthday. Book Johnny Swinger.
I don't see it here, guys.
They might not have them as official matches.
No, I don't think they do. Decay, no. Swingers. Well, wait a minute. June. No, it's October. That's at Skyway. Wait a minute. No, they do. Special referee was Cousin Jake. No, that's Emergence. No, that's not. Wait, that has to be it then. Emergence Night 2. Crazy Steve defeats Johnny Swinger in a minute 23. That's got to be it.
Yeah,
Right?
that sounds like Wrestle House.
That's got to be Wrestle Off. A minute
That
long
is.
match.
That is.
That's August of 20.
Yeah, because
That sounds
Wrestle
right.
House stuff lasted about a month. Yeah.
Yeah, and because it was July. Yeah, July was Slammiversary, and then August.
Yeah, so that's got to be it. That's got to be
Yeah.
it. So they do count them. It
That's
lasted through
wild.
Emergence. So that was Emergence Night 2. Okay, perfect. Yeah, Kurt was saying it's Emergence. So they do count them on cage match. If it happened on TV, it counts.
Nice.
Oh man, I love me some Johnny Swinger. Former tag team champion, Daddy.
That's
let's not forget
right.
it.
That's right.
He's currently holding 2 titles.
Is he? Swingman currently.
He's the UIW heavyweight champion for the last 1,355 days.
What a reign!
God,
Uh,
that's hilarious.
he defeated Adrian Amore for that, and he's I guess they've never been back. It's still an active title.
That's Amore.
That's Amore. Let's see here. It says he's a GCW heavyweight champion. I'm guessing it's a different GCW.
Georgia GCW down Florida or
Georgia
another
Championship
GCW?
Wrestling, yeah.
The original.
6-time GCW heavyweight champion.
They were able to get away with GCW in Georgia.
Georgia. Now it's no, they ended up changing the name to Great Championship Wrestling. So yeah, it was Georgia.
Great. It's great.
Good old fucking swing. I love me some Johnny Swinger, man. One of the best. So entertaining.
Swingman is the best.
Hakeem, because we love you, I'll ask. We've barely talked wrestling, so I'll answer this. Thoughts on Impact working on getting an action figure deal? For those of you that don't know, during Turning Point, whoever was moderating the Impact chat on YouTube, someone said something about that, and whoever was moderating it said they're working on it. That's it. No details, nothing, just they're working on it. So who knows? Take it with a grain of salt. Who knows?
I'm gonna guess it's coming. You got too many good people on that roster. It's a moneymaker.
But it still could be a specialty thing because obviously they're doing the micro brawlers. Gallows did bring his action figure, was at the merch table, his real one, like his Super 7 one.
It could be that. It might
So
not
it could
be
be something like that, like where they have like more like limited run, see how it is. I don't see them being stuff like you buy at Walmart.
Well,
in the near future.
$40 an action figure is fucking ridiculous.
It is, but I think that's how you test the market. Like they're doing with the trading cards right now. Like you sell out $30 packs of cards, maybe you get the $10 pack of cards that are for sale at Walmart in a year. I think the same with action figures because you're asking for trouble if you go into that without a plan. Where that could bomb, that could be a gut punch financially.
Yeah.
Unless somebody's willing to take that risk.
Yeah. I don't know if they have the market though for like a Walmart distribution action figure run right now, unless it's very limited.
But see, that's a weird thing about Walmart is that business has changed so much in the last 20, 25 years. You know, it's like as far as like online stuff and all that shit.
Yeah, I mean listen, it could very well happen. I'm not gonna say it won't. Remember, they were there. They were in every major retailer. Every major retailer. Right, I'm talking right down to like something. I mean, Toys R Us, Walmart, Target. They were in everyone. So they had the big Jack Pacific deals and all that stuff going on. I mean, it's a different time, been 15 years almost, but it's a different company. I mean, obviously Dixie had more in the licensing area than these guys do currently, but you know, they got a smaller fan base now too. Remember, I mean, you're talking they're tapping at 200,000 people watching it on TV.
Yeah,
it's a cult audience for Impact right now.
It is.
So,
well, I'll tell you one great thing is, you know, and I talked about this the other night. Impact has a new sponsor, and you haven't heard about sponsors for Impact in years. They got a new sponsor, Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Temporarily, probably.
Well, they might be
beyond, if it goes beyond that, because they did have a sponsor at the Canada tapings. Another beer sponsored them, but that was only for like that set of tapings.
Oh, was it like Labatt's Blue or something? Or
it was.
I'm trying to think what's Canadian.
I think it was Molson. I think it was a Molson.
Could be.
I just my big thing with the action figure, and I'm not an action figure guy, but this roster is so good that I want them all to get at least one.
They're going to get something. It might be like the Zombie Sailor, because obviously Cardona's and Myers are going to be a big pusher of this, along with the Good Brothers. Yeah. Those are the guys bringing the action figure deal. Honestly, I believe. I don't think it's really Impact. I think it's them pushing it and getting it to run through Impact to some level for like their guys, like other guys on the roster. But that's why I don't see it being like a bigger. But hey, if it sells well, whatever they do, then it could be bigger. But not until the TV's more. And when I say TV, that's Access TV. They're not going to ever go into a new network.
No.
That's just wasting your time talking about it. You just got to grow access.
I got to put this out there. The people who keep fucking obsessing about access, change networks. You guys got to remember something. Always think back. Wrestling has always historically built networks. Let's remember. Let's go back now. TBS, Ted Turner will tell you to this day, TBS was built on Jim Crockett Promotions. He kept Jim Crockett Promotions on because he always said it helped me build my station because it was the fixed audience would grow and grow and grow. Wrestling always brought an audience. It built TBS, which in turn built TNT later on with Nitro. Again, TNT is what it is today. People want to say the NBA and all that shit. Nitro's drawing 9 to 10 million people at one time. Let's not forget all this. That these things build networks, guys. USA with the WWE. USA was a fucking nothing channel. Think back. It was a very small blip of a channel on a basic.
Ron the Shear up all night. Come on.
I love Ron the Shear. Don't get me wrong. It was up all night. But it was a nothing channel. And the WWF built USA. Wrestling builds networks. Look at even the shit ones that Impact that was Destination America. Nobody heard of it until Impact went over there. I'm telling you, nobody knew what the fuck that was till Impact. Pop TV became a powerhouse after fucking Impact went over there
because they brought Schitt's Creek, and then they got huge.
People started coming to watch Impact. They stayed for Schitt's Creek. Schitt's Creek blew up, and people started to know what Pop TV was all of a sudden. I never heard of Pursuit until Impact went there, and now I know it was a garbage deal, but it was definitely something I never heard of it until Impact went there. You know, Access is their station. It's gonna grow. It's already growing. They're a strong Access already was a cool station. They just need more. There's a home they're never gonna get kicked off of. It's got their back. They give them a whole day of programming on Thursday, guys. It is. You just have to be patient and let them grow Access. Just tune in. Just tune the fuck in. That's all you got to do. Keep tuning in. And if you don't have Access, tell your cable. You can literally. There is a thing on cable. Yeah, there's a thing on every cable provider's website to request channels. Just request Access. The more they see it, the more they'll do it. That's how it works. It happened with me with Pop and Destination America. I didn't have them on my cable. I sent in requests on my cable company's website, and I called, and I had them on my pack. I had them, and I was able to add them to my package. That's how it works. They eventually got enough buzz. Like that's just you just gotta keep asking for it. You just gotta fucking you gotta stay. It's consistency. Just use USA as the example. WWF's been there for 35 years. You know, they started with the Tuesday Night Titan show and all that back in the day. They've been there for a long time. They built that station. Nobody else built USA but WWF. That's it. And it's just a matter of staying consistent with the channel. I'm not gonna say it's going to take 30 years, but hey, it's just a matter of staying on one channel. Spike for the 7-year run on Spike. Great run. 2 million people who are watching. All right, they were doing great numbers on Spike. It's just consistency with a channel that has your back. Yeah. That's all. That's what you got to know.
Yeah, stay there and hopefully stay on the same day.
That's it. Same day.
Same day, same time, and have that grow that network, because that's the key. Not only growing on cable, but getting on the cheap tier of cable. Yes. You don't want to be on the one that's $40 more.
Yes.
And that is the trouble with Access TV on a lot of cable companies that do have it. It's on if there's a more expensive tier where you get that other batch of channels. Usually that's where Access falls in line, because when it was a music premium channel, that's where all the music premium channels went. They were always on the higher tier. So that's why, and that's due to advertisers. They need more advertisers, and that will help them get on those other tiers.
That's it. And I want to address something Sting's thing over here. Now, the range determined by the viewing has 50K people. But you also got to look at this thing. When the show's good, that you see the spikes. Impact doubled. 2 weeks ago, they did a terrible number, 72,000. Terrible. And they doubled it.
But he's talking Nielsen.
Yeah, I get it.
There's only 50,000 Nielsen households.
I know, I get it.
And all they do is they project numbers based on a person that has this little box in their house that goes, all right, one person tuned into Access. So that's equal to 100 people. And then they do the same thing. It's like, oh, someone put on TNT, so that equals 50 people. Like it's
all
all
stupid.
Yeah,
it is stupid.
The metrics are out of whack.
They are out of whack.
DVR numbers is what they should use, honestly.
But I'll tell you what. But
screw the demos. Give me the DVRs.
Absolutely. But it does give you a gauge, because when something, like, you do see the spikes, you know, when things are advertised. You know, when Suzuki was advertised for that following week after the really bad dip, they doubled the number. Like, the reported number was
that means
doubled.
probably a couple Nielsen households turned the channel.
What I'm saying is
that's what it is. It's so minute, though. The bumps we see, I think our Nielsen stuff is very exaggerated by those little habits, where you can see the big jumps like this.
Yeah, it's
that's why it was interesting to see Twitch, because those were real numbers.
Those are, yes.
So you could really tell if a show was getting interest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the fan base.
But now there's no. Twitch.
Well, they know the YouTube numbers though. We don't know them, but they know them.
Oh yeah.
Well, they have
we know our
the
YouTube
YouTube
numbers
are
yours.
amazing.
Well, we have no clue what they are.
Well, now we don't because they're behind paywall. So yeah,
but I mean, if you're on the paywall, you don't see like you're watching with 10,000 people. You see nothing.
Right, and there's a few likes, but like the clips do freaking amazing.
They have 4.27 million subscribers on YouTube. That's a lot.
Yeah,
that's a lot. That's a lot of fucking subs. And you know they're one of the older YouTube channels. They got in early.
Yeah.
But they have a lot of subs on YouTube. And that's where they make a lot of their money and their exposure. But I'll tell you what, it's just going back to the whole thing, it's consistency. Stay on the same night, stay on a good channel that has your back, grow the channel. Trust me, I'm telling you guys, look at the history of USA. That should tell you everything you need to know about how staying on one night with a channel that completely backs you will grow your product. WWE became the biggest company in the world using a platform like USA. That's it. That Monday Night War.
Yeah, build the network. Don't go running to some network. Yeah. Honestly, you won't even WWE. Like the great AEW. They're off TNT in a month. So they're going to TBS. Right. So like, they'll have the Rampage show, but not many people watch that. Their big shows going to the other channel.
Yeah, and it's going to be very telling what happens.
But that's the thing. If Impact did go to a big network, they're likely not there for life.
That's right.
It would be a run.
Perfect example. Spike, who was everything you could have wanted. I mean, they were paying Hogan's salary.
Yeah.
But when it came down, when that management change happened, guys, now we're out. They can drop you like that too. When they want out there, WCW, when they were still drawing 3 million people at the end, 2.5, 3 million people. And that Jamie Kellner guy who said, we don't want wrestling on here anymore.
Well, that was the thing. Pop TV.
Unbelievable.
They were loving on what? Brad Schwartz? He was loving Impact. And I was like, you know what? We're going in a different direction. It's like a radio station. That's like, we're rock and roll. And now we're going to country format. We don't need you anymore. That's what happened to Impact multiple times.
500,000 on Pop. And then they just dropped them. That's it. They were doing 500,000 on Pop, and that was it. 350 to 500,000, and they were just like, go a different direction. That's it.
Yeah, we're going to go more like reality content. They didn't want to be in the wrestling business, pretty much.
And that's what guys, all these people who obsess about go to a different channel. That's what can happen on a channel that doesn't have your back. Access is owned by the same company. They're not going to do that to them. You have a true partner. It's like being home. That's it.
And it makes more sense because Pop TV, you were there, and most people didn't like, well, why am I watching this? They weren't watching anything but Impact, other than, I'll give Schitt's Creek a shot because it's right afterwards.
It was right afterwards.
But mainly the fans were complaining about what else was on the network. So they
90210 reruns.
They're like, because that's how they designed it. They were they had the soap operas on usually before Impact.
Yeah, it was soap operas.
Replays of the daily soap operas. So this though, it's a music channel. I think most wrestling fans like music.
Yeah,
but now they're trying to do other stuff. They have more movies now. They just acquired that other company that maybe will get some even more movies on there. So that's what you do. You create stuff for your network.
It reminds me of Spike in a lot of ways. Early days of Spike. It's like that guy's type of channel. They got the action movies. They got the Good Brothers, doing their fun shit. They got goofy stuff. They got these theme reality shows around music and movies and pop culture. That stuff's fun, man. It's a great channel. I love Access a lot.
It is. I love their goofy like rock and roll, heavy metal documentaries and stuff that they do. They do like full weekends of rock and roll stuff, play old concerts. Yeah, it's fun.
I love.
See, that's what me and Penzer were talking about. We love the old concerts because if anyone remembered the channel Palladia, I was a huge Palladia fan.
Are they gone?
Oh yeah, I think they've been gone for years.
Really, I loved Palladia
because that was fantastic. And then once that was gone,
that was big about
something like that.
That was big about 5 years ago, I think.
So. Yeah, and then that was gone. It's like, okay, Access, that's the most similar to that channel. So that was already a channel that I liked. I knew it.
It was on a higher tier. I think that's why.
Well,
this is a great
Blaney
point.
was on the highest tier.
Yeah. This is a great point here. That thing saying less clearance to go through because you own the network. You got less people to clear your shit. They get away with a lot.
Right. Right. You can
you
be
don't
a
have
little
that,
edgy. Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you guys, it's a great station and it's a great setup for them. Just grow that. Just all you. If you guys want to see it grow, all you gotta do is keep tweeting at them, keep tweeting at your cable. Just keep putting it out there. That's all you got to do. Just keep putting it out there, and that's it. That's all. That's how it works. I'll say it's on blue in the face. Just look at how USA grew with the WWF. That's it. That's exactly what can happen here with access and impact, as long as people keep tuning in.
It wasn't from some crappy late night, cop comedy thing or whatever. No, it was the wrestling, believe it or not.
That's it, man. So listen, it's just time. They got a good deal in place. As long as they can keep your payroll going, you pay your production. I see them sticking around. I don't think they're not teetering anymore like that. There were some rough years, but I think it's the most solid product on TV. They just have the least exposure. That's it. Because look, they lost their footing due to some, management stuff came up, bad decisions, lost, the network shovels. But today, as it stands, I think is the most consistent product on TV.
They hung on.
They're still here. They are. It's hard to kill, man. I'm telling you, it is.
Almost
Whatever
20 years going.
Yeah, whatever. It's 20 years next year. That's crazy.
Yeah.
For the company that everybody since day one said, it'll make it. Well, another month. 20 years. Yeah. That's something to say, guys. That's the Slammiversary to go to, by the way.
And that's the thing. Now there's so many different people that have been at the helm that were able to, because they had the pivot. They have been the masters of the pivot. Whereas like they could have went away. It was very close a few times. But they have a knack to figuring out, right? Like if it's leveraging deals, using this, using that. But then you have to overhaul things. And that's where it's like, okay, we don't have the money rolling in. You can't have all this high-priced talent. So you have to switch things around a little bit and go more to building new ones. That's why maybe some of my thoughts on some of the goings and comings in wrestling today might not be the norm, because I kind of see that. I guess I look at it from my Impact TNA history and see what other companies did. And I know some of them, they're all the bad guy. And I don't even watch some of these companies, but I get what they're doing because Impact had to do it. Exactly. They had to get rid of AJ Styles. Like they had, like, it'd been great if they did it. They wanted them to stay, but it was going to be for a lot less money. Would they have taken it? Obviously, most of them didn't. But that's the way they had to go.
That's it.
Because if not, then that is how you go out of business.
Absolutely. So you got to look at it from a business standpoint, guys.
You do. And that's the thing. I know it's tough to cut it between fandom and business, but it is all a business.
So I'm saying when people go crazy on these WWF releases and stuff, and it's like, guys, it's business. I'm telling you, like Al Snow said it that day. He said such a right thing. You're an independent contractor. Your tenure's done. That's how you got to look at it. You can't look at it like this is just business. It's a business decision. You can't pay people to just sit there on a roster when you can't afford. Yeah. And it was, WWF has so much money. It's like, you know what? But they got to use that money elsewhere. They can't just.
And they're different because they have to answer to stockholders.
Exactly. What are they supposed to do? Just say, well, here's a list of people we're paying just to sit at home and do nothing. You can't do that. It's not working.
They're just bad at their PR of doing it.
Yeah, that's it. But they got to do what they got to do. People just don't think business. They think emotionally. You got to look at it from a business standpoint. Like Bill said, Impact's had to do it too. You let AJ Styles go, you probably won't ever get him back. It's probably it. But we had a hell of a run. That's it. We had a great run. Listen, he might take a Hall of Fame induction at most, but he's not going to wrestle for the company. I can't see that happening. He's 43, 42.
I think if you ask some good brothers, they might say he has that last little. He has that Hall of Fame, like maybe what Mickey's having right now.
It could be. Listen,
couple matches.
Who's to say no?
Because right now I'd be shocked if Mickey's not the Hall of Famer next year.
Oh, she has to be. Yeah,
like that seems like a given. honestly.
You gotta they gotta start putting more than one though.
But I don't know if they do 2 knockouts in a row. Then maybe it would be more than one for the first time ever.
My guess, if I'm gonna predict one right now, I'm gonna go. They're gonna go James Storm next year. I'm thinking the James Storm. Yeah, well, it's gotta be.
I mean, they are that or Johnny Swinger.
Hey, 5 a year. We got to push for this 5 a year thing. I'm telling you, gotta go into 5 a year. Production, tag team.
Lakers. I'm familiar with this story.
Yeah.
No, they did not lowball. They agreed to that deal.
Yep.
But then they came with a much bigger deal.
That was it.
That was the agent went to them and said, "Hey, up north, will you give them more than this?" And they said, "Oh yeah, we will."
That was it.
So
flat out,
he was okay with the money they were going to give him to come back.
Yeah,
because he was making at that point way too much. Like no company other than WWE could afford that salary. That's what TNA became. They were everyone considered a number 2 promotion, and they were paying almost the same, if not more in some cases, to a lot of their talent than up north.
When he left TNA, I think he was at, I want to say he was at 350.
Mm-hmm.
And then the re-sign, what they agreed to was less because they were at a tougher time. I think he agreed to 200 or 250, something like that. 225, something. He was in the 2.
Yeah, because he was making probably like 120 on like his various New Japan and Indies and stuff.
Right. And I think the WWE gave him a $500,000 to come in.
Yeah.
Or like 750.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was like 750.
Considerably. They may have doubled on it, more than doubled what.
Yeah, I think he got like 750 actually. That was like some crazy amount. And remember, he's got 4 kids. Remember, he's 4 kids and he signed at 37.
Well, yeah, when he signed that deal, he said that was going to be his last deal, and that's why he took it. He was expecting to retire at 40.
It's a tough thing to say no to, guys.
I can't fault him. I would have loved to see it. I would have been at the show. It was in Bethlehem to kick off that era, but you got to.
But listen,
if someone's willing to give you crazy money, you take it.
Yeah. Look, you're an independent contractor. At the end of the day, he's working for a promotion. He's taking the money. When 10 years done, he might do something else or he might retire. Who knows? But that's what we're coming to see it more and more nowadays.
I think this is the low ball. Maybe when they asked him to restructure his contract before he left the first time.
That's the first time.
That's the story.
That's it's not the re-sign after the Japan tour, the Japan run. It's the restructure before he left for the Japan thing.
Correct.
Because he was at 350 and they asked him to drop down almost
cut it in half.
Half. It was a half thing because they were real tight. I mean, they were hurting bad.
Yeah, they would have gone out the business paying that salary.
Yeah, they just couldn't. They couldn't do it. And they asked him to cut it in half, and that was the low ball. That's why he went to New Japan.
Yeah, it was him. It was Joe. Like, all those guys got that conversation.
It was tough. It was a tough year, man. Very tough time for them. But again, going back to it, they survived.
Yeah.
And they're here.
They had the hard cuts. Like they did what they had to do, and they still got by with the skin of their teeth.
I got to say, listen, I can – working in AAW, obviously I'm in the business. I can really. At one time, we were an indie darling. We were the indie darling. It was us and PWG were the 2 indie darlings for a long time. We were the ones feeding the TV companies. Everybody from our rosters were going to WWE and TNA for a long time. That was it. And other companies come up and then they take your side. You lose your footing. Somebody else rises to right now. We're down. We're not what we used to be. So we lost that footing. We used to have that indie darling footing. That massive buzz. PWG lost that massive buzz. Yeah, we still do good. We still do our shows. Still get people in. But there was a buzz that that GCW is getting now that we used to get, and it's just it's just cyclical. Right now, what TNA used to have, again, people forget it. Wrestling fan mind is so easily forgettable. Again, everything you see AEW doing, the TNA did it already. Okay, I'm talking down to the licensing. They had all the licensing, everything. They had the T-shirts at Walmart. Even I'm telling you guys, this is not some mind blowing shit that AEW did. That people are acting like, TNA's never been there. It's they've been there. Impact has done all this, but it's just cyclical. It's AEW's time right now. WWF's on their own level. They're obviously grandfathered. But right now, AEW is the darling. They're the ones getting the play. It's not to say that Impact is not going to circle back around. It's just they got to rebuild. I'm seeing it at AEW. We're rebuilding. We're restructuring everything. How we pay, how we book, how we storyline, how much, how less, how we do whatever. Our distribution. It's just how it is in wrestling. WWE's down even. Everybody's trying to restructure.
Oh, yeah, everybo's down.
Everybody's like,
it's a different time now. It's some stuff is doing really good, but others are. Look at Ring of Honor. They're struggling. They're completely redoing their whole thing, and it's future's up in the air. So it's scary.
It's scary. Ring of Honor, who was the darling of all the dirt sheets. I'm talking. You'd have half a roster would be the same of Ring of Honor and TNA at one time. And they'd bury everything TNA was doing, but praise Ring of Honor. That's how these dirt sheets were. It'd be the same week. It'd be like Impact would be on Spike on a Thursday, and they'd bury half that same roster that wrestled on Ring of Honor Friday, and they'd praise everything they did. It's like all they did is bury them. And think about it today. Ring of Honor is basically is closed down. They're going to come back as an indie. That's it. They're going to restructure as an independent with no contracts and everything. Think about that for a second. That Impact Wrestling is still a contracted television company with worldwide distro, and Ring of Honor is going to be an indie. That's
the key. That's what Impact is always, even from leaving Dixie throughout, they knew they had to stay on TV in some format. Don't lose being TV. And it took going to Pursuit briefly. It took all these things where they were barely on TV, but they were always on TV. They never fell off TV this whole time. And that's the key. Because you see, there's people with money behind promotions, and they cannot get on TV. Ring of Honor, you had the Sinclair thing, but they were never really, they were on randomly. They were on that early. Then they had that brief run on Destination America.
Oh, yeah.
But it was... for the most part, they never had the TV deal. No. And it was like the old ECW before they got a real TV deal. Like randomly, you might find it in your local market. Who knows when? 4 PM, 1 AM. You don't know. And that it's better than nothing than just being online because there's something to being online. But it's almost where they're OVW is in a better position than Ring of Honor was.
Think about that. They have tons of television outlets, and they're solid. Fight TV, they got their solid business structure. It's just how you run it, man. And I don't know. It's crazy to me that Ring of Honor turned into this position, but part of that is Sinclair. We know Sinclair had a horrible year last year.
It's really not a reflection on Ring of Honor. It's more on Sinclair. That they just let their books go. What was it, 18 million in debt?
Oh, terrible! Yeah, they really buried themselves. But again, I go back to it, guys. You got to look at the fact that what Bill said. You got to really admire Dixie Carter's determination during her time. She never let it fall off TV, and even if that meant Pursuit, which was just a fucking disaster, but. You had an outlet, you had a name to say we're on this. Yeah, you got the LOL TNA that what the hell, they're on the hunting channel. Hey, we're on something, and then they put it on Twitch after that too. It was always somewhere to find, and you had a way to watch it. That's the key. You had a way to see it, and that's the goal, man. So I just think be patient with access. They've already grown it a ton in 2 years. It continues to get bigger. You just gotta let them keep doing it.
Yeah, it's still very early because the first access show was the Windsor tapings where Sammy won the belt. So that's still
19,
only
right?
a couple of years, and part of that was COVID. So
part of it was COVID, exactly.
It's really. Remember Johnny Bravo came on. Well, talked about the 5-year plan.
5-year plan.
And we're still in the 5-year plan, but there's almost a little extension to that because of everything going on. So where we're looking at is what? the mid 2020s is really where you're hoping they're hitting their spot. But just look at how they've been handling free agency. And that's another thing. Everyone keeps talking about, oh, sign these 10 people. No. A couple. A couple.
Yeah. I got to ask you this, Bill. After seeing 2 tapings in Vegas, that's got to be a sign of how solid things are. I mean, those tapings look good. I mean, they did some good work.
That they're bringing all of Skyway pretty much. That's not what they did in the past. They really leaned heavily on local everything. And obviously they're still getting their ring local and some of that, but they're still bringing, they had a handful. I think they're bringing more production people, but they're bringing, like, there's the mics. Like, I actually saw mics above the ring as well. So, like, they're getting the sound. They're doing much more with all the lighting around the arena. I think, and I think part of this is Sahadi too. I think Sahadi has the eye for this stuff that maybe before they didn't on some of these the live events. Because we know that was a struggle on some of, like, they would go to, like, they have the general feel, which looked good, but it was things like sound. It wasn't addressed for years. I was even talking to someone at the tapings because the stuff you were hearing was about, like, Mike in the crowd. They're doing that now. The some of the lighting issues, they're doing that much better now. But like, that's improved so much.
Yeah,
and you got to give them credit for that. They're listening to the people.
Yeah. I remember Dave Sahadi, guys. You got to understand, this is one of the best producers in professional wrestling. His father is one of the greatest producers in sports television history, including in WWF. But he did NBC Sports for 30 years. I mean, this is a pedigree family of sports production. So you give Sahadi the right tools. I mean, you're getting a good production out of it. Yeah. The guy knows what he's doing. You know, like, you see it. The proof's in the pudding. They have, like, one of the best producers on their staff right now. So, and the Eric Tompkins with the stuff they do. Yes. I mean, there's good shit. And they're hiring new guys all the time. You know, they're improving a lot. I can't take it away from, whatever. Yeah, we can all nitpick stuff. I nitpick stuff all the time that they do, but I can't take away how solid and how progressive the company is.
And look at a guy like Petey Williams. People are bitching that, it's like, oh, you went to WWE. Can we really? Not be? It's like, can we not be happy for Petey Williams?
Yeah, for totally different role though. He's going to be a producer.
It is.
I didn't know he went. He's gone to WWE.
Yeah, he's producing, but it's like,
no kidding.
I'm happy for him. Guy's done amazing things. He's in great physical shape. He can rest his body. It'll probably be there for a few years, depending on how things going. Abyss is still there now. Sanjay Dutt left and went to AEW, but I'm happy for him. But that's part of the evolution. A guy like Petey Williams goes off and does something. Now they bring in something else, someone new, hopefully.
I had no idea. I had no idea he went to be a producer. That's interesting.
Yeah. After
right here, starting work as a producer in WWE. Wow.
Yeah.
So, and Sanjay's gone, right? So he went to AEW now.
Yeah, he went to AEW. Yeah.
Okay. These guys are these producers are shifting around like
they're all over the place. These producers.
Yeah.
And Jarrett's gone. Jarrett's out of WWE now, apparently.
Right, and he's telling his tales on his podcast. So he's pretty clear. Yeah.
Look at this. So Petey is there with what? Michael Hayes, Devon, Tyson. No kidding, man. What the hell?
Yeah.
Huh? I never thought. I didn't expect Petey. That's interesting. David, I don't know about this one though. The ROH video library is going to be the most interesting thing to see what happens with that. I'm curious where it ends up. I think WWE will take it though. If anyone's going to buy it, they'll be the ones to buy it. But they're not adding anything to Peacock. So I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah,
they stopped.
They're the only ones that AEW doesn't have.
It's nothing for them to do. Yeah,
they're like the only thing they would probably want is All In. But I don't even know where they show this content. other than
I don't
put
know.
on their YouTube or something.
Like I said, we were AAW we were in talks with WWE about the library because we have we got half their fucking roster. But when the Peacock thing happens, they were done. They're not adding anything.
Yeah, there's no need to. They already got their money.
So I don't know where.
Well, they're still doing original specials, but as far as adding those kind of libraries, no, they haven't added anything.
I just don't. Yeah, I don't know who would take the hour. I mean, I can see Khan doing it just because he can. Just because
I'll just have it. I'll watch it at home.
Well,
yeah,
and if he can keep it alive and build something original with his own company and then add Ring of Honor to it, then he's keeping it. As long as someone keeps it
another
alive.
night of the week.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, I'm just saying, as long as someone keeps it alive, that's the only thing. If Tony can keep it alive, all right, whatever. Hate Tony, love Tony, whatever. He's doing his best with what he thinks works, and some of it's working. It's all a work in progress. It's all it is. It's all a work in progress. Some of it's amazing. Some of it needs a little work.
So we'll see where that. I'm very curious where the ROH lab. They might just keep it. I don't know. Who knows? They might not give it to anybody. Like I said, the only thing that just makes sense is that WWE wants it just for the sake of how much is there, how much of their guys, and what they can do. I don't know. I'd be
shocked if WWE doesn't take it.
Yeah, if it's truly for sale, which it might not be. They might just hang on to it, and
they always have to hold on to it till at least they go through whatever
the shift
kickoff of what they're going to do to see
the next 6 months.
Because if they get rid of the library, then people are just like, all right, dead man walking.
I'm hearing also, Bill, that MLW is going to follow the same suit. Release contracts.
Yeah, they put something out the other day, which is interesting. They're kind of saying like they're not going to be they're still going to have some contracted talent. But I don't know if you were here on that show, but after the last MLW taping, I had a feel like I didn't know. I'm like, is this it? Like I got that feeling like maybe there's not another one after this, because I could tell they're in transition as well. They don't want to come out and do an ROH thing because you see most people are saying ROH is dead.
Yeah.
But they're you can tell they're gonna kind of saying maybe you'll see like for one or two tapings a roster.
Yep.
But that's going to be the way they go too. Maybe like have one or two hands of names.
That's it.
That are semi-regular. But most indies can do that. You do that.
We do that. We got certain
everybody
guys.
else appearance deals.
But these companies are looking at it like, why am I paying a retainer to certain guys when I can just book them for certain amounts of dates and not have to hold them on a retainer? Weekly money, and they're like, what that we're spending more money just to hold them when it's like we could probably just give them the dates anyway, and then you can tell your stories around that. That's it.
Yeah,
like I said, look at us. Josh Alexander's a top guy in Impact. He's been on every AAW show, every one. He's not under contract to us, but we work the deal. Think about it. We don't have to pay him a retainer. We pay him when he plays. So it's like, would we need a contract with Josh? Impact does because he's built into the long-term plan.
Right.
Raj Singh is not built into the long-term plan. He could be an appearance guy. All right, cool. Whatever you're here, we'll pay you whatever. Josh is a contract. He's long-term for them. You need him locked in where he can't go anywhere because you're part of the long-term deal. But in indie, cool. Hey, Josh, here's the dates. Can you make all of them? Yep, I'm in. Lock it in. That's it.
Just like TJP.
TJP. 2 years.
He wrestled all over the place. Yeah.
That's all it takes. Guys, it's a different platform. And even AEW has gone to a 3-tier contract system now with things like that. They have the primary, then they have the other ones now, the ones that are just guaranteed dates and things like that. So they're even doing that stuff now. Because it's like he went nuts signing so many goddamn people, and he's like, well, I can't use all of them. So now let's go with these appearance type things.
And you're right, and that's what you eventually have to do, because as you see, even the behemoth, that's the WWE and all their money, they're like, no, we can't pay all these people. No, we can't, because they're not doing anything.
Not doing anything. You simply don't have the outlet to do.
And that's what Impact's definitely if you're not doing something, that's an issue.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's why you got to be like, if you're not doing anything, you got to be on an appearance deal, because if you're not doing anything and under a contract, unless you're injured, then that's an issue.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
You have
they can't afford to have many of those. Like up north could have some of them, and Tony can have some of them, but Impact can't.
Yeah. So let's listen, let's wrap it. And J-Bone's getting beat. Look at him. He's struggling. He's doing that head grabbing thing.
The head grabbing thing, that's the tell.
We've been on for 2.5 hours. A hell of a time tonight, though. Listen, guys, this was a free After Dark.
Thank you.
It's a thank you. Yes, it's a Thanksgiving edition.
Thank you.
It's a thank you to all of you guys, all you guys who support the network here, who support TNI, the Patreon, all the social medias, all of our channels, who cheer bits. Listen, if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like the video. Listen, cheer bits, guys. Sub, share a sub, whatever you need to do. Just as much support as you can give us, we always appreciate it. But we thank you for all the love and support. It's been a hell of a year of growth for us, even with Twitch kind of like fading because Impact leaving. We appreciate everybody still jumping in on Twitch and watching on Twitch. We still want to keep growing that platform too, but the Patreon and YouTube just keep going up. So we thank you guys. It's a blast for us. I personally want to thank you two for how much you guys do, especially on Thursdays, to keep everybody engaged on the main day of the show. So I appreciate how much you guys have done to keep this thing strong on the primary day for Flagship. And then to Mark for how much he does for that Patreon. Like, he took that on and he really runs with that big time. And the one in the show that I consider my baby, being Throwback, I thank you guys. Whoever is the part of the Throwback cult, I thank you guys for being a part of it. And we didn't do Throwback tonight because we were figuring out the holiday. J-Bone was tied up with some stuff. He's getting ready for his Thanksgiving tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we figure we'll come back with 93 next week. But yeah, just as long as you guys are jumping in, enjoying that, it's been a blast. But thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts, and on behalf of Alicia and Mark also, and you guys got Kyle today too. So behalf of all
amazing, yeah. And if you came in late and missed Kyle, better hit that rewind button. It was special.
It was a Turkey Day miracle.
Listen, like Zach is saying too, there's 34 people in here right now watching. It's 2:23 Central Time today.
Like 3:23 on the East Coast.
3:23 on the East Coast. Like that's crazy. These even 35 of you guys are in here today, right now. Not to mention the replays.
Ridiculous. And we barely talked about wrestling today. We talked about a half an hour's worth of wrestling in 2.5 hours.
Yeah, I truly do. Like I said, I've been busy, and a lot of my attention is with AAW, especially with having to focus on that. So it's hard for me to do the Flagship a lot, because I have to keep my mind kind of more in that producer. My role is growing so much over there that I kind of have to take myself out of the fan zone of the current, because I work with half the guys in that roster. So I thank you.
That's understandable. Yeah.
I thank you two for really keeping that strong on Thursday. And then Alicia also, and Bison and Steve and Joe also for the
Bison, that maniac.
Yeah. and to the TNI UK guys for how much they do for to keep our international audience into. I mean, seriously, it's
who will be on later today.
Are they going live? Oh, you're on today, Bill. You are on today. Yeah.
I'll be back in a couple hours.
He's on in a couple hours. Yeah. So hang on, Bill, plug that real quick. Plug what's going on today.
Well, yeah, they're going to be doing. So we talked a little earlier that we're going to be. The plan is to do the Turning Point TNI review after Thursday's show,
right?
Which is Wrestle House, not a normal show of the wrestling. But they'll be talking Turning Point from the UK perspective. At what was it, 6 o'clock their time? About was that 12-1, depending on where you are in the States.
It'll be one time, yeah.
Yeah. So
one, yeah.
So but yeah, talking Turning Point. talking the upcoming. I'm guessing a lot of Wrestle House talk, and I love me some Wrestle House. So that will be good. Because I was at Turning Point. I think at the end of the show, you might see me, which I almost never do. Like after the match is over, on my phone, I was going back and forth with Bison because Bison's like was watching a live, and like he was randomly commenting, and like during breaks between matches, I'd be like, "Oh yeah, this was good," and then and then he's like, "That's great, it's great." It's like, and then I think the next morning he sent me something else, and he's like, "Oh yeah," he's like, "Oh," he said something about getting your perspective on it. It's like, well, I'm like, I took off this week. He's like, "Oh great, come on the show."
There you go. Awesome. So yeah, I plugged our stuff earlier, but I want to take a second because this is the TNI UK guys ad that they're going to be plugging for stuff going on sale this Friday. Go give TNI UK some love. They got some great merch here. Same stuff as ours, but I did one for them because I'm very proud of them. So this is their merch. You get the 3-guy booth. You get the OG TNI Impact UK logo with the bears and the holiday stuff and the drinking stuff and the hats and the caps and everything. Go give them some love if you're a UK fan of theirs, and go buy some merch.
There you go. Put some butterbeer in there.
There you
go.
Now, listen, to anybody this year who has bought a T-shirt or any type of merchandise, cheered a bit, super sticker, subbed, anything, truly thank you guys for that. It's very appreciated. Listen, this just started as me and Kyle bullshitting about Impact and trying to do something out of it. And, we've grown it to several people on the show, internationally. I mean, we charted this week. I'll tell you guys. I didn't mean to tell you guys this.
Oh,
we got on the UK. We got a whole different chart this week on iTunes. Hang on. We made it on Anguilla. And where the hell is Anguilla? I don't know where Anguilla is.
Anguilla?
That's down the block for me.
Yeah, where is Anguilla? I don't even know where Anguilla is. Hang on.
You're probably not even pronouncing it right. I think you're pronouncing the wrong syllable.
It's a island in the Caribbean.
Oh,
we were Caribbean. Number one.
Oh, it's a British territory.
Yes, it's a
Caribbean Sea.
It's a UK territory. Yeah, it's a we were number 150 on the Apple podcast, the total podcast charts, and then in the sports podcasts, we were number 6 in Anguilla on Apple. So
well, the Anguilla. Oh, so it's all right. It's not far. So yeah, Puerto Rico. Then you have to the right, you have the Virgin Islands, British and U.S., and then it's the next one to the right.
It's unbelievable. I'm like, there's a big
so it's all crowd off of Florida down south there.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we're always in the charts in Saudi Arabia. The Saudis love us. they seem to love Impact Wrestling.
Isn't that one of the newer Impact deals that's like attached to the Russians or something? Like within the last,
I guess so. And then maybe. Uganda we're always in too, which is nuts.
Uganda.
Africa's big. No one talks about the Africa numbers. They're in the millions.
So I definitely want to thank all the international folks, and we have really expanded into some weird and amazing markets. So thank you guys.
It's worldwide, baby, and it's just a little here and a little there, but it's growing, and we thank you so much. It's amazing.
And I'll tell you what, we did it all on our own. We were not endorsed by Impact. We're not part. We don't work for Impact Wrestling. And they've changed a lot of their format. They don't have a podcast. They have no outlets like this. From what I was told recently too, they have no plans of even. They were going to. A little birdie told me, I'm going to put this out there, you guys. I'm making it very public. I was told they were going to do a podcast. Scott D'Amore came up with the name. We should call it Total Nonstop Impact. They look it up and they find out we're already doing it. We already had the name, and he scrapped the entire thing. That's
because of the name.
Because of the name. Scrapped the whole thing. And they said, forget it. That was it. That was the end of it. And they never touched it again.
It must have been the lollipop. Sorry, Scott.
I got this from a very reliable source. and they said they were shocked, and that's all it took. He was so disenchanted when he looked. He's like, "What the fuck?" And he saw how much we were doing apparently too, like throwback. Like we had the whole gamut covered, like post show, watch along, throwback, Patriot. He's like, "What the fuck?" And like he just gave up on the whole thing.
Boss,
So
what are you saying? Total nonstop. Get up my podcast.
And I'll tell you what, I got this from a very, and I'll tell you guys off air. And I'll tell you, and it's I thought it was hilarious when they literally sat there and they looked it up and they go, "Oh yeah, oh, shit, somebody's already got." And then again, like I said, they saw how much we were doing, and he was like, "We got no chance." They already fucking cornered it. Again, shocked me. Should have just fucking signed us at that point. But hey, I'm just saying. But going back to what I was saying,
an easy transition.
No kidding. It's a DIY show, guys. Everything we've done is on our own. From the artwork J-Bone's done, all the backgrounds and artwork, that's all J-Bone. You know, all the cover art you see for the shows, that's all being done by J-Bone. You know, that's all being done in-house.
And it's all evolved. Like I look at stuff I did 2, 3, 4 years ago, and I'm like, oh my God, that stuff was shit, you know. And I look at my stuff now, and I'm doing different tools and trying different things. I'm like, oh, this. It's like, you know, and it's all like I'll see someone else do something, and oh, can I do that? You know, just try this, try that, and it's all evolving. So it's
the merchandise, you know, the Discord community, the social medias, all that stuff. It's all been. I mean, people like. I can't even emphasize to you guys how important people like Truck has been behind the scenes. You guys all know Truck. He's been somebody we can't even emphasize how much he's done for this show.
It's special
behind the scenes, and things he's done for us, and how much he's really advocated. I mean, things the broadcasting. I mean, you all play a part, and we really appreciate it. And it's very, very. Again, this is a team effort. We did it all together. And the fact that people in other countries are listening to the show weekly is still blowing my mind. So
we never brag about it. It just, I always say that it just blows my mind.
Yeah. I swear, I was looking at our monthly numbers. I mean, it's upwards of 20,000 downloads a month, if I'm doing full disclosure. And that's pretty fucking decent between all the audio and the video and everything. 20,000 people a month listen to this show. That's pretty damn good. For a couple of people just talking about one Impact has 1 2-hour fucking show a week. We milk content out of this like the most potent cow in Wisconsin.
Like I said, screw the happy cows in California. Wisconsin, shut up and take my money.
But it's all I'm telling you, it's been a team out. All you like the people in the chat today, you know, Zach, Sting, you know, all you guys, the OGs, Hakeem, you know, who've been here since like day one. Terrence, David, you know, RK, you know, fella Lakers. I mean, and I hope I don't mean to forget anybody. I'm just running names off. I see them. You guys, man, every show, every broadcast.
You got to mention the ladies, Courtney, Violet.
Absolutely, Courtney, Violet. I don't mean to forget anybody. I think there's a whole slew of people.
And there's even more that we don't even know about. But it was like, hey, there's 2 women that actually listen to us.
Yeah. I mean, Punk and you know.
Oh, yeah. D-Back, Justin.
D-Back. Yeah. Absolutely. D-Back, Punk, Barrios, you know, all you guys, man. Like Ronan. You know, been
everybody plays a big part. There's
everybody.
There's not one. It is the down.
Yeah, and again, I'm sorry, I don't mean to forget anybody. It's just I'm just running as I'm seeing them real quick here, but it's a very organic build and Default. Default. It's funny. He says he's been here for a long time, but he only started becoming public recently. So thank you to Default too.
Right, yeah, and we run into people like probably more Bill now because he's going to more shows, and Trent's doing his shows in Chicago. Well, like when I went to Impact show a couple years ago, I ran into people in Chicago they're like, "Hey, are you J-Bo?" And I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Oh yeah, I listen to the show." I'm like, "Who are you in the chat?" And they're like, "Oh, I don't even talk. I just listen." And I'm like, "Oh, well, thank you." You know, it's like so. There's those people too. So thank you if you're not in the chat, but you always catch a replay or you watch live and you don't say nothing. You just watch and or listen. Thank you to you too.
And the Impact roster who has told me themselves that they listen every week and very appreciated. You know, those guys. It's at the end of the day.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the shows, man.
I was talking to a friend of the show out in Vegas for the bowling. I was on the team with that Rohit Raju.
Nice.
I was talking to Rohit. He was
great.
Asking about TNI.
I'm gonna see him in about a little over
2
a
weeks.
week.
Yeah. He's a great guy. A lot of great people on that roster. At the end of the day, we just want to see them succeed too. You know, that's
I somehow lucked out. We had Rohit, Ziggy Dice, and Havoc on our team.
No kidding.
So 3 very cool people.
Did she say how Sammy's doing? Did you ask about Sammy?
Yeah, well, I'd seen Sammy out in Iowa. So he's obviously on the scooter, having trouble getting around. So she was kind of saying it, but he's itching, man. He's itching. Get back.
Yeah.
Oh, I see his look at his tweets. He's going fucking cuckoo.
He's going
he's going nuts. He's going nuts. Stuck at home.
I heard his was a pretty bad one too.
Yeah.
From what I understand. He had a pretty Mans is pretty bad. He has a spiral break. He's gonna be.
I don't know what the hell that is. That just sounds horrible. That sounds like something out of Saw.
Well, that's when he broke it in 2 spots. But that's when the bone it breaks in a spiral type. Fucking it breaks in a couple spots, you know. And it's like
bad. It's a bad way.
It's a bad way. Like it's a real tough one. And so yeah, I'm worried about Mance. You know, to be honest with you. But yeah, spirals like it kind of imagine it kind of like when you hit glass and it kind of spiders out in a little way like that.
Oh God.
Something like that in a sense. So I'm worried about guys like Sammy. I don't think it was a spiral, but his was a real heavy break though. So yeah, I just you worry that because like Red was never the same. Like when he came back from his knee thing, like Red always wrestled with a caution afterwards. You could see it. I mean, not like he was terrible, but you could always see that. Saban's the only guy I know who's had 3 fucking knee tears. Like complete destructions, and he got better. Like he almost got nuclear afterwards. So
super Saban, man.
Yeah, he's the only guy I can say who's gotten better from it. But it's a very risky thing. But look at all these beautiful comments. Thank you guys, Lakers, Hakeem. Thank you very much, man. You guys are OGs. Honestly, we really appreciate you guys. It's been a lot of fun to get to know everybody and see the love and support. Listen. All we ask, honestly, is you just keep letting Impact Wrestling and the other fans know about who we are. That's it. That's what you keep tagging us with them. Yeah. You keep letting them know you just keep making noise and let them know what's going on here. Not that we're trying to get signed or anything, but they know who we are. But I just you just keep fucking reminding them, man. You remind them who the number 1 Impact podcast is. That's all. You just keep reminding them that who's putting the work in. Because I just want to see. I want to see the team reap the benefits of when Bill goes to all these shows. I know he get taken care of, and because of how much you attend and stuff. But you know what? I want to see them take care of him because of how much he does for TNI for the show too. J-Bone gets to go to show. I want them to roll the red carpet out for people like Jay and Alicia and Mark and things like that. Just to show so they know who puts the work in. Guys see them do it for the dirt sheet guys, and it's like they're not doing half the fucking positive vibes we do.
They spread so much negativity and bullshit. They'll do what 1 second, and then hurt them the next. It's like you're garbage.
So just remind them who's doing the positive stuff here. You know what I mean? But no, again, thank you everybody. Definitely have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Enjoy your time with your families. Be safe.
Be safe, please, and hug your loved ones. They're that tragedy that went viral around the world that happened, probably happened about 15 minutes away from me. some idiot out on bail just committed a crime and then plowed into a parade, and they just announced the tragic sixth one that he killed out of dozens injured, 6 dead, and most of the ones that are dead are little children.
Yeah.
Hug your loved ones. Be safe, please.
Yeah. So we don't need that shit in the world, man. And, be good, be safe out there. We don't need this bullshit. No negativity. Just enjoy the time. Enjoy Wrestle House on Thursday. And these two will be there. There's going to be a post show.
Yeah.
There will be a post show. The revolution will be televised.
Right.
Because now they say in ECW.
My Thanksgiving's tomorrow, so my Thursday's normal. So it's all good. Except I might be in a bit of a coma. If I'm sitting here with like a stack of pies, you know what's happening.
And if the swingman's in, we're in.
I got one more question for the audience before we leave. What's everybody's favorite pie? Not Thanksgiving. Just what's your favorite pie of all time? If I said I'm gonna bake you a pie, you're gonna say, "Trent, I want blank pie." Bill, favorite pie.
All right. Well, this is after dark, so I could.
Oh shit!
I could say
Bill
something.
loves pie. Oh, how's that kind of pie?
Oh, love pie. Warm apple pie, very good. But let's go with a nice banana cream pie.
Oh, good choice. Ooh. Good choice. I knew Zach would do this. I knew he'd say it. We got sweet potato from Extreme D. RK with the apple. What else? Nobody else has a pie.
Oh, apple a la mode.
Oh, a la mode. J-Bone, favorite pie.
That's tough, man. That's tough. I love me some pie. Best pie I ever had. Probably went up north to that little thumb of Wisconsin, Door County, where they have the most incredible, I don't know, can you say crops of cherries? I don't know. Is that a thing? I don't know.
Cherry pie?
Cherries off the tree, warm cherry pie, a la mode. That's
all right. I'm going to say pecan pie.
Oh, good pecan pie is good too.
But I will say, but I'm going to put this out there because it's not like a common pie. But has anyone had a French silk pie?
Oh, yeah.
Baker Square. French silk is a fucking money.
You're talking chocolate pie.
Yeah, man. That is a French silk. Is not many people know it, but that's up there, man. That is like, oof, what a pie.
Yeah, although since no one said it, I can't believe it, but because we're still sort of in the season for it. But love a pumpkin pie too.
Nobody said pumpkin, huh? Boston cream. It's a good one too.
Spice, that's also nice.
The Mrs. J-Bone made a homemade pumpkin pie.
No kidding.
She made quite a few pies today, actually, because most of the pies that we buy, my son can't eat because he's got the nut allergy. So my wife makes special ice cream pies for him.
J-Bone is like 48 minutes away from me, Bill. I should just go up there and eat.
It sounds like a good time.
I'm pretty sure there's an open door for me up there.
We've got it. Well, we got an open chair too, because you know who's not showing up. So
yeah, that's right.
Well, maybe the scumbag will.
Scumbag might walk in.
Right. He's on the next flight.
But listen, enjoy your pie, guys. Enjoy your Thanksgiving dinner. I'm psyched for it. The nurse is a hell of a cook. I can't wait to.
Okay.
I cannot wait. She brines her turkey, man. She's a fucking nut job.
Now you just hit it. The brining of a turkey is the key, because turkey can get dry.
Yep.
You get the moisture in that turkey.
Oh,
night and day.
I'm on that turkey all day. Between my wife and I, it's a stick of butter. Drop it in. Half an hour later, stick of butter. Juices. Good night. Our turkeys.
Nice. I told the nurse our first Thanksgiving, she made such a great Thanksgiving. I said, if I wasn't so shitty about marriage, I would have married you. But too bad, I'm already jaded. So that's it. The dinner will have to do.
These are the frank discussions.
I said, if I didn't hate marriage, the concept of marriage as much as I already do, I would have married you after this fucking dinner. But too bad, honey. You came around a little too late. But
hey, it's you enjoy her company for what it's worth, and you love her for that. And hey, you don't need a piece of paper. It's all good.
Nah, we're good. I got one more question. Then we're gonna go. One last. I know it's late. It's 4 a.m. for Bill. For God's sake,
we're going on 3 hours.
I still gotta wake. I still gotta work tomorrow too. But who's going Black Friday shopping, and what are you getting? What's on the list? I know J-Mo's not going anywhere.
I used to after I because I had to stay home with the kids in my last marriage, so I didn't get a chance to. So when I got divorced, good night. I had about 3 years I went nuts, and then after that I was like, fuck it.
I'll tell you what though,
people are stupid.
I'll tell you what, Bill, where J-Bone lives, within like a 20 to like 25-mile radius of him, it's like all, not even less. It's like all the prime Black Friday shopping you can get. It's like outlet malls, and every major retailer is like near him. Like he's in like command one of Black Friday shopping area, and like that's the place to go. Is like that Wisconsin near Illinois type board, like that southern Wisconsin area. Oh, you're in the prime spot, J-Mo.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the people are nuts around here. Yeah, Best Buy, the outlet malls, Walmart. But that's the thing is, people have had Black Friday deals like all week this past week or two. So they're not pushing the whole Black Friday thing. So just don't hear her twice.
Bill, what are you getting for Black Friday? You going out?
I don't know. There's nothing that I've saw ahead of time. Like I was gonna possibly be looking for a TV for my parents, but they wound up wanting one like a month ago, so that happened earlier. So I'm not sure. It's possible. I'll take a look around. Like what I'll probably look for is maybe some deals. Maybe if I can grab like if there's like a deal on travel for maybe an impact taping, maybe flight deals, hotel deals. That's more what I'll likely take advantage of on Black Friday. I might grab a few small things, like if I go out, like if there's like a crazy price on something for around the house, I might grab something. Like maybe buy stuff like phone accessories, like charging cords, things like that.
That's the stuff to get.
Like the random stuff that's usually like $15, but will be like $4 on Black Friday. That's the stuff I'll pick up.
They get a mouse or a keyboard or a lamp, you know. That's the shit to get, man. So, but great. Listen, whoever's going on Black Friday stuff. Oh, me. I'll tell you what. She hasn't mentioned it, but the nurse is a nut job when it comes to Black Friday. She's bananas. I'm talking like she gets the paper, and after dinner's done, she gets it on the table, and our first year together, she mapped out. J-Boy, you know the Woodfield area, the Woodfield Mall area in Schaumburg? You're familiar with this area at all?
Not really, but I'm just gonna nod.
So, Bill, there's a thing called Golf Road. On Golf Road, every retailer plus a mall you can ever imagine. I'm talking all of them. I mean, this is it. This is like that. This is again command one. Okay, and she drew a map out with timings of what store and what we're gonna hit where. And dude, I swear to God, efficiency was key. And she's not some like type A efficient but when it came to Black Friday, we left at like 9-10 o'clock. By 3 a.m. she was done.
Yeah, you have to have a plan. If you're gonna this store starts at this hour. Next hour.
She had it down. She's like, all right, from 1:30 to 1:45. We're at 5 below. We can get out. And we're done. We ring up by here. We hit that. We go to JC Penney. we get this from JC. We leave here. We go to Best Buy. I'm like, holy shit, you're fucking crazy. But like, it was a sight to be seen. Watching this in action, I've never seen anyone do this in my life. And I'm like, you're out of your mind. But this is impressive to watch. So like, I don't know if she's doing it this year. She worked, she's got a different. That's when before she was like heavy into the RN. Now she's an RN. She's at the hospital. I don't know if she got the willpower to do it this year.
It takes
We'll
a lot
see.
of energy.
A lot of energy.
She's been through a lot this last year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if she's got the energy for it this year. We'll find out.
So, you'll have to let us know. I'm really curious. You guys have to do like selfies.
Hey, she could always take what Kyle's taking.
Good. Hey, Zach, I'm down 10. I was sick as a dog 2 weeks ago. I couldn't eat anything for 10 days. I lost 10 pounds. So I'm halfway on that 20 year time. I couldn't eat shit.
I didn't eat that pizza.
I don't want to get sick, but I need
pizza. I'll tell you what. You know what's funny? When I got better, and I hadn't, and I think you guys knew this, I hadn't eaten red meat in like 10 months. All I craved was red meat and pizza. That's it. I went fucking nuts on steak for like 3 days straight. I don't know what it was because I didn't eat anything.
It gave you your strength back.
It did. I really feel like it did. I feel like it did.
Gotta fuel the body.
Dude, I just craved red meat for 3 days straight. And pizza. And
I'll tell you, I'm a meat man. So if I know if I go like a day or two and for some reason I didn't have any meat, it feels a little different. It's like something doesn't feel right.
Yeah?
It's
like I need some meat. I need some meat in me.
Yeah. If you want to eat shit, go right ahead.
What are you Zach, what the hell? Zach a vegan or something? Yes, Chris, I am okay now.
He's just being goofy. Like, hey, eat what you want. You want to eat shit? You go right ahead.
No, Chris, I am okay. I was terrible. Full disclosure, I had a false positive COVID test. Rapid was positive, PCR was negative, but I was sick as a dog. I had something.
It is that time of the year.
Yeah, I was.
That's why I got the booster and the flu together last week, just because you're gonna get something. Like it's that time of the year where just the bronchitises, the flus, the colds.
I was terrible. I was coughing so bad that I was giving myself a neck ache because I was like my neck was jerking my neck and my head so much that I was terrible. I could not eat. I mean, I was awful. And like I said, I thought I had the what is Alicia call it? The panini. I thought I had the panini, but
the panini.
The panini.
The big panini.
The big panini. I thought I had the panini, but I fucking turned out I didn't. It turned out I didn't, but I was terrible, man. 10 pounds down. I couldn't eat a single thing. I had to force myself to eat like those saltines at one point.
Oh,
it was a tough break. But then, like I said, I got back and I just craved fucking pizza and red meat. Total of like 5. I just went nuts.
Good to hear you're feeling better, Chris.
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. Good to hear you're feeling better, man. I know Lakers had it real bad for a long stretch. The Lakers, I hope you're okay too, bro.
We were checking on them. We were like, shit.
It hit him hard. It hit him hard, man. So listen, anybody who's got sick, be careful, guys. Thankfully people are getting through it, but just stay. Stay. If you got it, just rest up, man. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
Just rest up.
All right, 3 hours. Let's get out.
3 hours. All right, we're out of here, guys. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you so much. Great audience tonight, man. Thanks to Kyle for coming on, and all you guys. Anybody cheered bits, super stickers, all that stuff. Thank you guys so much. Please like the video. YouTube guys, just hit the like button real quick. Just hit like. Jay, let's give it to him on audio too if you get a chance at some point tomorrow. Let's just give him the audio for this for free too.
This is 3 hours long. It's probably going to take at least a half an hour to download.
Fuck it, give it to him. Happy Thanksgiving.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to play a soundbite. First person to reply with what a soundbite request I'm going to play it. So, what's the first? All right, soundbite request to end the show with. Go. Let's see who comes in first in the sound.
Gets first. I'm looking.
Who is it? Come on. Nobody yet. Come on, Turkey Club.
Shoot Jay. There we go.
Is that the soundbite? The Shoot Jay? Okay. Well, there's two Shoot Jays. There's the single bullet.
Oh, it gotta be more. Yes.
More specific. Zach, you're out. More specific. Let's go. Man, this is horrible. All right. They got it. Man, it's horrible. It is.
There
All right,
we go.
guys. Let me cue that up here. Say your goodbyes, boys. I'm gonna cue this up here.
Later.
All right. Where the hell is Man, this is horrible? Got so many. Sorry. Here we go. All right, guys. We're out of here. Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for hanging out with us. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you for joining us on After Dark. Gobble, gobble edition. See ya.
Man, this is horrible.